What up? This is the Squeegee Live Podcast. I'm T Squeegee, and I'm here with Seth Byers and my boyfriend Mark Tanner. What up, everybody? I'm sick with the COVIDs. I got the vids. I got the COVIDians. I got the branch COVIDians over here.
You really think you have it, T? I hope
I
you
do.
And I don't mean that in a bad
Mark
way.
says, I hope you do.
No, I mean get it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just get through it and fucking beat it.
Yeah, I
and
agree.
move on.
I
That
agree.
would be cool.
I would much rather prefer to just have it and be done with it. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying most of the guys that I know that have it and I've spoke to,
Uh,
you're either tougher than I give you credit for, or it beats the fuck out of them. Now my son who's 21 had it, and it didn't beat the living shit out of him, but he's 21 years old.
If you talk to Jennifer, you'll know a little bit more about me and how I am about things. So
you tell Jenny I'll be giving her a call in about
she doesn't like to be called Jenny, but you know.
Well, from me it's okay.
That's her least favorite thing to be called is Jenny.
Yeah.
I just like it started out right here, you know, and I had a little like a touch of the fevers, a little bit of a body ache, and then of course the dry cough and shit, and then like the sinuses kind of went away the other day, but now I got my ears fucking hurting real bad, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
my glands, what Jennifer says, what are they called? Lymph nodes or whatever they call
Yeah.
my lymph nodes and shit were all swolled up and shit, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about like your low back? Everybody says the low back.
Yeah, my low back's a little tenderoni, but I will say this, man, I have the therapeutic properties of my hot tub in the back. So once I start to feel any kind of pains at all, I get in that bitch and I feel great. Yeah. And plus, I get to suck on D-cup titties, you know what I mean? And that really makes everything a lot better, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you can reach your own tits?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Jennifer's not ill. None of the kids are ill. So, I don't know.
You went to that wedding and there are two people.
There's a few people. I know my Aunt Tammy has it. She tested positive for it, and I hugged her about 3 or 4 times.
Are her symptoms very similar to yours?
She's been vaccinated.
Oh, okay.
So is she okay, or how's she doing?
The last time I talked to her, she was okay.
That's good.
Yeah, she said she felt like shit, and she was happy that she had been vaccinated. So, Jennifer's watching. Great. Great. Everyone heard that. Hey, man,
Yeah.
D-cup titties, man. Jenny got them D's, baby.
I've never met Aunt Tammy in person, obviously, but
She's a sweetheart.
And Mark defiled her with a fucking hot dog.
I heard
she still has it. I heard it's
Yeah.
on the mantle. I got every now and again it shows up on my phone. The picture. That was brilliant.
Good times.
We were like a bunch of schoolgirls putting that out.
Good times. Good times, man. Good times, dude. Good times.
Do it.
So you guys take it for a minute. I got to share because Tim's no longer on the podcast.
Oh shit. So Mark, I finally finished my dealership today. Fucking a day and a half.
We were like a bunch of schoolgirls putting that out.
Good times. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Man. Good times, dude. Good times.
It's been there for 5 years.
Hang on.
Cleaned, so I'm the first person to clean it.
After 5 years, wow.
Yeah, so it was the outside obviously was a piece of cake, but inside there was like a 4th row of glass, and there was a wall maybe 2.5 feet out, so I couldn't get a pole.
Hey, everyone, sorry. It just popped into my head. Make sure everybody wish my sister Jessica a happy birthday. I bet she's like 75 years old, but wish her a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jessica.
Happy birthday, old lady.
Yeah, yo, bitch.
So, John, Seth, did you ask if they have a scissor lift in house?
So you couldn't even fit it in between there, man. I had to set up a stack and then go on the other side of the stack and get up and turn around. And I had to do that for like 45 windows.
Yeah.
And I broke it in stages. I'd do like 10 and be like, all right, I'm going to go do something else for a little while.
Yeah.
Just, climbing around the other rung and then coming back around, you get tired,
Yeah. Last week, I was able to accomplish something I've been trying to do for the last 4 or 5 months was rotate my dealerships the monthlies and the twice a month to the first week of the month, so that I only have one more cleaning through the rest of the month. So last week, between Tuesday and Friday, I think we did 16 dealerships in 1 week. It was a lot of dealers, man.
That's a lot, man. And you got a staff of what? There's 4 of you?
Most of the time for the dealers, it's me and one other person. You know,
So what do you do?
we divide it up. Like I'll run all the high DI stuff, and then he'll do the service drive, and then we'll switch off and give me a break on the pole, and then I'll go inside and we kind of, we've been doing most of them for so long, except that new Mercedes, that huge one. We're only on the 3rd month of maintenance on it, so we're still trying to find our way. What's the best way to do it?
Exactly. Yeah.
And they pretty much accept the fact that there's no way 2 of us are getting the outside complete and the petitions, because they gave us petitions quarterly, but I said instead of doing them quarterly, because then it just dumps 2 guys for 2 days to do petitions and literally walls of black glass with TVs recessed into them. I'm like, why don't we do one section every time we're here? That way, every quarter we'll do 1/4 of it every month.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, and we will walk through and make sure everything else looks good. If there's something apparent, we'll take care of it. And I always try to do that, just because staffing sucks. And dude, you get into high-end dealerships, especially around all the cars. We did a Mercedes, my second Mercedes yesterday, and they're like, they put the cars up against the glass, and I'm like, and thank God for the zero turn, you're able to get in there and kind of squeeze them out. Last thing you want to do in a dealership that's massive is thud the hood of a car with a pole.
I think it's funny. This guy's all fucking swinging from the 0 degrees dick. What a pussy.
The first 45 minutes.
Sit over there, COVID clown.
I got some COVID clown for you right here in my fucking shorts, cocksmoker.
Yeah, Bubbles the clown between.
Dude, I hit the top of a tailgate on like a show, like F-150 Platinum that they had in there, and I hit just on top. Like I turned the pole because I was out far, and I didn't realize like how far out I was, and I heard it just nick, and I was like, "Oh, you got to be fucking shitting me!" And I hit the top of the tailgate, so I was like, "Thank God!" But it was like, it's like anytime you start a new job, it's like figuring out where you are in the building, what the fuck's here.
Dude, any new pole I have, I clean a bicycle store, so I walk in there and I look on the wall of grips, and my favorite one, believe it or not, is a real dense foam that's soft, and once you have to stretch it to get it on. Once it locks on there, like my guys are like, I don't like that grip, and I'm like, that grip saves paint, it saves everything, it fits your hand nicely, and it will stop you from marring a vehicle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly, man.
Yeah, guys, we don't know what's going on with Tim. Have you either one of you talked to him? I haven't spoke to him.
I talked to him last week, like while we were on the podcast, and what I told you guys was the last thing I heard. Like he had a lot of stuff going on. I know, some family stuff was going on. So that's the last I've heard from him. I know Joey was out sick, so he's just been the only one doing the work, so he might be a little bit behind, but that's all I heard.
Yeah. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Tim comes and goes as he pleases. So, not our doing. Again, this is not our doing.
I did a little bit of a sales job there, so I got it done. She goes, "Well, what should we have done, every month?" And I was like, "Well, what's your budget?" Yeah. And I'm like, "Does that matter?" So I'm like, "Tell me your budget." So she came back to me the next day. She goes, "It's this amount." I go, "Okay, you can a la carte what you want. For this amount, I can do this and this, or I can do this and that. Like, what you want to do." You know what I mean? Instead of coming in and giving her a price for everything, and then it's like, "Oh, it's too much." I'm like, "Well, tell me what you can spend."
Yeah, and this is what I can give you for that money.
Yeah, exactly.
I've done that before, and that's nice because you have a playing field. And it's always important, Seth, I'm not telling you how to run your business. You know this. But always reassure them and say, listen, nothing's in stone. If this area that's really not scheduled to go is messed up, okay, we're going to not do some stuff over here and make sure this gets taken care of. You know what I'm saying? We'll swap.
You can shear a sheep 1,000 times. You can only skin it once.
That's right. That's right.
Exactly, man. And it's like I told her, I said, I'll stop in 5 weeks from now. Let's see how it looks. Yeah. And we'll figure out a game plan on like what we're going to do for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude, just get it locked in for residual income every single month. That is the moneymaker, right?
He's not going to be able to be an international playboy if he's got to do windows every month.
Nah, man. If I have to do it all the time, how am I supposed to be a world traveler?
Yeah, bro.
I have a Craig and an Android.
Captain Vaccination's not going to be able to go nowhere if he's got monthly work.
Yeah, I know. Christine will be helping me so we can.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dead air.
So have you been working it all, TJ, or what's up?
Yeah, I'm spreading this shit everywhere, bro. Coughing old ladies' faces and everything, dude. I went and worked. I went and worked at. I went and worked.
Dude, I'd be such an asshole. I'd cough on every door handle.
I was coughing on Jerry's kids today too, dude. Right down the street from my mom's house. Now I've been working. Of course, I mean, being, conscientious of people and just staying away from people and shit. People come up and talk to me. I just kind of keep my distance from them. This whole 6-foot rule. I've been actually doubling that. Just trying to stay away from people and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Making sure I'm not coughing on people, spitting on shit. You know what I mean? I've been conscientious about it, but I can't stop my life for being sick.
You can't not work,
Right.
Dude, I got this thing, and I know it's mentally subconscious. Like, 50% of Florida, more than 50%, like 70% of Florida is still masked up, even though it's not mandated. People just, if they feel comfortable, whatever, I'm not judging.
Jen Psaki's gonna fuck. They're cracking down on Florida and Texas. You motherfuckers are in trouble,
gonna try.
bro.
They ain't gonna crack down on
trouble.
Santa's will beat that bitch's ass.
My friend.
My fucking governor. Anyway, I get around people, and I just, subconsciously have to cough. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was cleaning Whole Foods on the inside.
No, you're just a fucking cunt.
Yeah, no, it's in my head, right? She comes up and she's like, "Can I get one?" And I'm like, "Stay right there. I'll get you a cart." As I'm wheeling the cart, I feel this tickle in my throat. She's masked up, she's gloved up, and here comes the asshole window cleaner, and he's gonna cough on the handle of the cart. I'm like trying to push it. I got my mouth sealed shut. I'm just, please take the cart, because I got a cough.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, you spit in your hand and shake your hand,
Right? There you go. There you go.
I've done a couple of inside window cleanings since I've not felt good. I've wore a mask, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to be safe. And I wore one mask on this old dude's house. He come up to the door. He had a Korean War veteran hat on. He's like, "Take that shit off." I was like, "What?" He goes, "What are you, a fag?" And I'm like, "No, sir." I was like, "I just, just being respectful." He goes, "Be more respectful and take that goddamn thing off." I'm like, "All right, man." He goes, "I'll stand across the room if you got the sniffles, goddammit." I'm like, "All right, cool, dude,
The Koreans couldn't take me out the Wuhan.
Yeah, no shit, dude. So, I mean, it's just like, customer to customer, you know what I mean? That's all you can do,
Dude,
When is Florida not safe for vacation, Joseph Skinta? What are you, a pussy?
Florida's very safe.
Dude, even if it's not, the fuck you talking about? Go wherever the hell you want.
Dude, yeah, I don't understand it.
Dude, Florida is 38th in the country for COVID cases. We're on the bottom scale, and we're more open than most people. That's a fact.
Yeah.
And longer.
Dude, I'm going to tell you.
Look at these fucking Scandinavian countries. Look at these Scandinavian countries. They've done no mask mandates. They've done no social distancing, no lockdowns, no vaccinations, and them motherfuckers are fine.
Yeah. No, it's because it's not political over there. But this morning, I had to go down and do one of these glass towers, so I stopped in to get some. I go to the same Marathon gas station a couple times a week. And I fill my truck, dude. I paid $3.79 a gallon for fucking diesel, right? So it costs $98 to fill my truck. Then I walk in, and I always buy every 3 days. I'll buy a bag of ice. I keep a bag of, obviously, a cooler in my truck, and I go buy a bag of ice. And the lady behind the counter who knows me, she's like, "How many bags?" I go, "No, I buy one bag." And she goes, "You're going to be disappointed." I'm like, "What?" And she goes, "You'll see. Just one bag." And I go, "Yeah." So I grabbed the bag, dude. Typical bag of ice. And the same distributors throughout our whole state, is a 10-pound bag of ice. The bag is 7 pounds. It went up 40 cents. And I walk back in. I'm like, are you kidding me? And she goes, I only raised the price 40 cents. It cost me 50 more, and you get 3 pounds less ice. I go, this is fucking ridiculous. I go, between this bottle of water, this bag of ice, and filling my truck, I've already spent $110 and I haven't made a dime yet. I go, you guys are killing me. She's like, it's not me.
Hey, bro, I put $60 in the gas tank fucking Monday, and it only gave me a little over a half a tank of gas. I mean, what kind of life are we living here?
Dude,
Well,
that ProMaster looks pretty slick right now, man. It's just
like, girls.
What kind? Hey, is that a Dodge?
Creeper van.
Yeah,
I won't drive a Dodge or a Chevy on principle.
Yeah,
Fuck
it's even
that
got
shit.
racks in that to hang your pants as you drive down the road.
Yeah,
naked.
exactly. I'm spending $35 a week in gas.
Hey, I'll tell you this right now. The only way I would buy a Chevy is if it was like a late 70s, like fucking Caprice or something like that. You know what I mean? I might get away with something like that. A donk.
I can see TJ driving a donk.
I drive a donk. But outside of that, or a Grand National, I wouldn't mind having a Grand National either. I really like the Grand Nationals.
Yeah, they're cool.
But outside of that, Dodge is fucking crap. Seth is a fucking homosexual, and Chevy sucks. So, I love the cock.
Dude, whatever. I tuck my fucking dick between my legs and sit in my truck and go get that. I was fuck.
I take that shit back, bro.
I got a little advertisement to do. For
Okay.
everybody listening, we got 17 right now. If you go on Amazon, okay, and just do a search for, I did that Joe Biden stickers. You can get those gas pump stickers.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, I paid $19 for 200 of them.
Oh, really?
I told, yeah, $19. It was 200 stickers. It has them pointing left or pointing right, depending on where you want to put it on the pump. And I told
Fuck that. I'm going to start putting that shit on fucking meat like Joseph Skinta said.
Yeah.
Look at the price of meat right now. Look at the price of a fucking pork shoulder. You know how much those fuckers, they're cheap as fuck.
Yeah.
They're cheap as fuck. That's one of the cheapest cuts of meat there is. And it's fucking almost doubled in price right now, man.
Dude, I bought a tenderloin at Costco's last weekend. A tenderloin, it makes about 10 to 12 fillets.
Yeah.
$175.
Yeah, dude.
For one.
Absolute fucking insanity, man.
Yeah.
Everyone thank my mom. She's probably watching. She voted for Joe Biden. What a piece of shit my mom is.
To my customers who are Biden supporters, which there are a lot of them, like, due to the current inflation by the president, your job is now 30% more. And just be like, well, you're fine with meat, you're fine with gas, well, your service is going up 30%. Because
I had somebody ask me today the very same question, like, man, this is more expensive than last year. I was like, oh, well. I didn't want to be like, there was a Biden sign in your front yard last year or anything, but you all got the Biden tax. If you had one of those signs in your front yard, you got the Biden tax.
I
just so you know.
I think, and I could be wrong, there's a lot of these guys jumping ship going, this is fucking bullshit already with this guy. I can't believe he has done this in fucking 9 months.
Dude.
Because I don't think he's doing anything, is personally what I think.
No, he's not doing anything.
I don't think he does shit. I think he's an idiot.
Yeah, he is an idiot.
Yeah.
He's definitely a fucking
idiot.
idiot.
Have you guys seen the Chef Boyardee shirts with his face on?
Boy, are we fucked?
Chef
Boy, are we fucked?
Yeah.
I was like, I want one of those.
I want to get one of those Let's Go Brandon t-shirts from the Hodge twins. That looks like the NASCAR
those guys
logo.
are fucking
I love
hilarious,
those dudes. Sweet Walls.
Oh, is Brandon
Speaking of
fucking...
Sweet Walls, Jennifer.
Brandon's the race car driver where they were shouting "fuck Joe Biden," and the commentator from the sports network goes, "Listen to them. They're saying, let's go Brandon." But it was clearly
fuck Joe Biden.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know why they're saying "let's go Brandon."
Yeah. No. That shit's funny as hell.
Well, we live in a strange world right now. You know what I mean? We're a parody of the former America we used to be. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
People need to go out and go out and vote for. What do we got? What are we voting for in November? Fucking senators and represent.
I think it's Senate. Yeah,
Go out there and fucking red wave these cock smokes, man. Get all these cock smokes out of there, dude.
Dude, I have an issue with the fact that they have learned how to cheat and pull this shit off, dude.
Well, this is the problem. This is the problem.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I think. Wait a minute, Gavin Newsom. Yeah. I didn't see what happened, but he's still there. And the motherfucker just passed a law saying by this time, no small engines, no pressure cleaners, no generators. Dude, are you serious? You're gonna put 300,000 people out of business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're telling me that I can't run my generator if my house, if the power goes out?
Right. Well,
Yeah. He's a fucking.
I don't see a scenario where they're gonna be able to, and like what? Like fucking 2 weeks, ramp up this COVID fucking whoop-de-whoop enough to be like, oh, we gotta mail in everything. That's just not gonna happen.
No, they're not going to for this election, but they will.
And the cat is out of the fucking bag on these fucking Democrats, dude. The cat is out of the bag. There's no hiding what they're doing. They just, people are fucking done, dude.
Yeah.
Well, they're at a point where they're just making it so blatantly obvious, and they're like, "Fuck you! You're not going to do anything about it." That's the problem.
I just wish there was more than 2 teams to fucking go for.
No, the problem is we can't have a third party. If you have a third party, the Republican Party is going to split, and then the Democrats are going to win every time. Yeah, we can't have a.
Those are stupid ass dudes. That, I mean, I love unions. I think unions are great and everything, but you got these stupid fucking idiots in the fucking union that vote Democrat every fucking time.
Yep.
Teamsters, fucking UAW guys, all these fucking momos vote Democrat. I'm voting for the union. You're a fucking idiot, is what you are.
Dude, they're even saying emergency equipment, like that Jaws of Life shit that opens cars or it breaks the fucking roof off. The hydraulic thing, those are gas powered. Dude.
Yeah.
They're saying you can't even use that.
Yeah. You can't use the Jaws of Life anymore.
It sucks. It's already out all the time.
Yeah.
And you're going to tell me
the best thing to happen in California, sorry for all our California listeners, is for that fucker to break off and slide into the water.
Right?
I mean, I've said the same thing. It's absolutely beautiful, but it's run by fucking morons.
Dude, did you see Southwest Airlines just caved? They're like, yeah, we're not going to be able to do that. You know what? On second thought, no more mandate.
Yeah, well, I heard American was ready to follow, and so was Amtrak. Amtrak and American Airlines were going to say the same thing. We ain't fucking doing that.
What'd they ask them to do? I'm lost now.
Every pilot, every ground worker has to be mandatory vaccine.
And
so
they
everybody took their
didn't go to work.
Walked off.
They just walked off the job.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, they canceled like.
You can't fucking do that shit. You see, OSHA's rewriting fucking laws now too.
Yeah.
OSHA's, you gotta be vaccinated now.
Yeah.
Just Adam Cyphers! Man, I want to get on and play DC Universe, Adam. I don't ever see you on, dude, so I don't get on, bro. You gotta take your fucking PlayStation off. You can't see me mode, you fucking goofball. Because I get on and you ain't never on, guy. So I don't get on. So there's that. I love you, though, Adam. Fuck the Chiefs.
See, what people don't understand about small engines do run very much not inefficient, but there's no emissions on small engines.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you would choke them out. They will not run. So you're going to put a catalytic converter on a fucking 24 horsepower Honda motor. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's just absolutely ridiculous.
Then I'm never going to come on. I'm never going to see you on. If I don't see you on, dude, I'm not going to fucking... If I can't see you online, I'm not going to get on, dude. I'm just letting you know now. But anyway. Yeah, I'd fucking... What are you going to do about that?
What's that?
What are you going to do? Are you going to stop selling 2-cycle engines? Is that what we're going to do?
That's only in California. Yeah. Most of the cycles are gone. Most motorcycles, dirt bikes are 4-stroke now. Almost all the outboard motors sold are 4-strokes now. Chainsaws are still 2 strokes. Weed eaters are still 2 strokes.
Yeah, so what are you going to do?
They're making all that stuff into 4 strokes, but no, they're saying in California, no weed eaters, no edgers, no nothing.
They're just trying to get rid of Mexican people.
Yeah, good luck.
And I'm sorry to say that electric shit, and it's come a long way. It still ain't where it needs to be. You know what I'm saying? It's not replacing.
My electric weed whip has replaced my gas one.
Yeah, but you're not using it commercially 8 hours a day.
Well, why would you need a commercial electric weed whip?
No, you wouldn't.
No, you would never need it. You would never need it.
That's the thing. I'm talking about guys that make a living mowing lawns.
Yeah, you'd want gas
not,
engines because
of course,
because you can fix them.
They're reliable.
They're reliable. They run for 3 years and you throw them away and get a new one. You're gonna drag an extension cord around someone's house. Half the outside outlets on most houses don't even fucking work. Trips, breakers, fucking GFI, everything.
The Green New Deal. I'm telling you this right now. When Orange Man Bad wins in 2024, all that shit's going right in the shit pot.
It's gonna, dude. But here's the problem: they've done so much damage in the first 9 months. It's gonna take him 3 years just to fix what fucko has done.
That's fine because Candace Owens will probably run right after. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, I hope so.
This woke bullshit, like that shit with Dave Chappelle. Like, oh my god, dude. Did you guys watch that special? It was fucking hilarious.
I heard about it.
It's fucking hilarious. Mark's like, I don't watch that. It's got black people in it.
No, I don't watch any news. Dicko. I get all my news.
Well, I'm talking. It's not news. It's a comedy special, but it's got a black guy on the cover. I ain't watching that. It ain't Leonard Skinner or Cody Jenks. I ain't watching it.
No.
Yeah,
I don't watch news where they're talking about.
It's not fucking news. It's a comedy special. You fucking Momo. I said it twice now.
Netflix. It's on Netflix.
Netflix. Oh, I'll have to check it
God
out.
damn.
It's actually really, really fucking funny.
It's
dude.
fucking hilarious.
When he talks about transgenders pussies,
Yes.
he's like, they have them, but like, you know what I'm saying?
He's like, it's like a pussy, but you know, it's, you know what I'm saying? It's like impossible pussy.
Dude, I laughed. Remember the special before where he talks about like the LGBT community being in a car together? He's like, so the gay man's driving the car and the lesbian's in the side seat talking a bunch of shit. He doesn't want to hear it. And then they pick up the bisexual and they're like, what are you into? And she's like, both of you. And he's like, all right, get in the car. And then the queer person walks up and goes, I don't know what I like about this car, but I'm getting inside.
Yeah.
Transgender shows up and everyone tells them to fuck off.
Jason, I don't watch Netflix. That's communism.
No, he didn't.
Review the Squeegee Life poll, guys. What do I need to review about it?
It's a poll. It's dope.
You got to learn how to clean windows first. That's the first step. Once you learn how to clean windows, Life of a Wash Boy, then you'll know all you need to know.
Here, what you do, take one of the 7 trucks you've got from cleaning windows, trade it in,
buy one.
Squeegee Life.
Yeah,
try it out.
Yeah.
Chris will probably take a loan. He'll probably take one of those.
Well, I was supposed to get I would review the Squeegee Life poll, but it's labeled a certain way, and I can't let anyone see the way that it's labeled for just reasons for cutting rope. But you know. Once Chris was supposed to send me a pole skin to cover the label, but it's never happened. But so
I got a couple reach it pole skins if you want.
I can't do that, dude.
Giant
I can't do
that cuts your hands every time you try to use it.
I can't do that.
Move.
I can't do that. It's a zero. It's just as good as a Zero Destroyer. It's just not as long.
Destroyer's a badass pole, dude.
Squeegee Life pole is just as good. I don't care what nobody says. Even Chris
and
and
Alex,
they can fucking both. They both can blow me.
Mark, do you have a Squeegee Life pole?
No, I don't, but I have a Destroyer.
Yeah, I don't have either one. I need to get one. So I'll buy a TK pole.
The Squeegee Life pole is the first 4 sections are 3'7". The bottom 4 sections are 4'7". So you get your height. Overlap? You get your height and your rigidity. I think it's 7 or 8 inches.
Yeah.
Of overlap on each one. It's ultra high modulus carbon fiber with a super thick wall thickness. You know. Yeah, it's
Philip sent me
it's a 30-foot pole.
Phil sent me a message saying, "How do you compare the Destroyer to the Excalibur?" And I go, well, I already showed you a picture of them side by side. And he goes, what's the overlap? I go, the overlap on the Destroyer is like 12 to 14 inches, and the overlap on yours is like 8. He goes, well, that's not a fair comparison. I go, no, it is, because they were at the same height. If they gave me enough pole to overlap and still be the same height, it's designed to have that overlap. He's like, but it's not a fair comparison. No, yes, it is.
Yes,
if I move it, if I adjust it to the same height as yours, leaving the same overlap that's recommended by the pole manufacturer,
That's a fair
he's giving
comparison.
me more pole
Yeah,
basically.
he's giving
and
you
I
more
have
pole.
overlap.
It's
Right.
you can't shit on their design
Yeah.
if your
But
design
side by
is
side,
yeah.
they're very, very similar. The Destroyer's a lighter pole, okay, and the Excalibur is definitely heavier when you pick them both up. But they're very similar in rigidity.
I
so
will
do
do
you want something that's light and rigid, or do
yeah.
you want something that's a little heavier and rigid?
I
That's up
will
to you.
do a review on the Squeegee Life pole when I'm able to cover the Squeegee Life pole's original labeling.
Just get a piece of
Only
freaking duct tape.
Only a few people are privy to that. What's on that pole?
Yeah, just write Squeeger's life on there.
Squeegee's Life.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a lot.
Take
I
a
never
Sharpie
thought. I
pencil.
guess I could just cover it up with duct tape or something.
Yeah, let's put a strip of tape over it.
Yeah, I'd hate to do that though. It's going to cheapen the look of the pole. It's such a nice
Well,
pole.
Yeah, but I mean,
And I guess we're going to do a review that's kind of a...
Yeah, I want to do a legit review of it. I don't want to do a fucking half-assed fucking review.
well, there's one thing to review it or to advertise it. If you're reviewing it,
well,
you can cover it up.
reviewing is advertising.
Well, no, because a review is supposed to be an honest opinion of the pole.
Well, how can I give an honest opinion about something that's mine? Everyone's going to think it's trumped up anyways because it's mine. It's going to be biased because it's
you're
mine.
an honest man, right?
I'm honest, but nobody's going to fucking take it as honest because it's mine. That's like Philip saying his pole's the best in the world. Nobody believes that.
I'll review it. Send it to me and I'll review it.
Okay, I'll mail you my pole.
Okay. I'll send it back. Don't cop on that shit.
It's the only pole I have now.
What?
Yeah.
You got rid of all the rest?
All of them. They're all gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I need is Squeegee Life in my life.
I had the deal of a century. You want to hear the deal of a century?
Yeah.
I got rid of a Reach It Procision, a Reach It Pro, 2 Reach It Minis, A's, B's, C's, plus that stupid thing that went on the top that turned one pole into 2.
Yeah.
Whatever that was called.
Yeah.
And for that, I got an Excalibur.
Uh-huh.
And I got, what's the other, the shiny one?
No, you got a katana. Did you get a katana?
Katana?
You got a katana.
Yeah, I got a katana.
You didn't get a shogun. Simple Shogun designed by T Squeegee, a.k.a. Squeegee Life pole. Continue.
And I got
Please continue.
3 extensions that fit either the Excalibur or the Excalibur or the katana. And I love them both. I haven't even taken the katana
Simple's
out.
a great pole. It's a great pole. The customer service leaves something to be desired. If someone like Chris Lambrinides was selling the Simpole, that dude wouldn't have to clean windows anymore. He could just do it for fun. But the guy's a Momo and can't fucking just, sell, just like make a bunch of poles up and sell them to Chris and go fucking to sleep. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Go to sleep. Go
That's
away.
not what he wants, though.
He wants to be like he wants for Philip. It's vanity. That's all it is. It's vanity. He wants to be recognized.
I'm gonna say it, and I don't really care. He's the Henry Dreest of people who make polls.
Oh my god, that's so fucked up. That is.
He just wants to complain. Dude.
The problem with the Simpole is that every month there's a new
Hey,
edition
Henry
on the
doesn't
side.
complain nearly that much, but I get it.
Yeah.
Henry, I love you.
I love you, but you complain a lot.
Yeah, you do.
You complain a lot. Well,
I also just wanted to see if he was watching.
I think he is. Yes, Chris used to sell Simpoles. That's where I got one of my Simpoles from. But anyways, Chris, I just think it was really hard for them to do business with him. I think, I've done business with Philip, and it's extremely difficult.
Could you imagine having to do business with Philip? Oh my god!
I can tell you, it's extremely difficult. He has never followed through with a single promise that he's made me.
Philip hasn't?
Yep, me or Jason, either one of us.
Oh boy.
That's why all the poles he gave me I fucking sold, because that was the only way I was going to get the money I was fucking told I was going to get for selling all them fucking poles I sold for him. So I was like, well, if you're not going to give me the fucking 10% on every pole you said I'd sell. He's like, every pole you sell, I'll give you 10%. Said the same thing to Jason. Jason might even got 15% because Jason would navigate you through the website and get the fucking pole delivered to you. He never paid either fucking one of us.
When I made that deal for trading off all that Reach It gear for the Simpoles, I never called Phil. I'll
Yeah,
back.
you got to
him,
call
and
Jason.
I say, Jason, this is what I want. Please make it happen. I don't care where they come from. I just want them brand new.
Yeah.
This is the guy that's paying for them. We've already made the deal.
Is that fucking Ray guy still selling them or no?
I don't know.
I mean, is that dude even? I mean, like, is he doing anything?
I don't know. I don't know.
Phil was at one of the huge conventions and sold 0 poles. Yeah, well, whatever, Joseph. That's cool. He didn't sell any poles, but I'm just telling you right now. You can say whatever the fuck you want about Phil, but you can't say anything about his fucking poles. Hate to tell you that.
His poles are freaking awesome.
His fucking poles are. There's maybe 2 poles on the market that compare to it. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Nobody says. Because I've used just about fucking every one of them, and there's not anything that motherfucker's built right. He's just a fucking retard. That's just all there is to it.
Yeah.
So, and I'll tell you who snuck up in there on the rear when nobody was fucking looking was fucking Chris Lambrinides and fucking his brother with them fucking 0 poles. They snuck up real quick with them bitches.
That shit's moving like a freight train now.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, for the money.
You can't really turn it down, man. I have one of the high mod poles from them. Sections are really long on it, but man, is it a light?
Oh, okay. You got a Shogun. Jason wanted to correct me as usual.
Yeah, Jason made the deal happen, and Jason knows I appreciate it.
Yeah, those are the only 2 poles I have now, is the Squeegee Life pole and the Shogun pole. Everything else I sold. I got rid of everything. Well, except for my 0 poles, but, you know.
Yeah, and your grandmother's...
yeah, that's still sitting right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to keep that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I'll never get rid of it.
Just because of where it came from, not because it's a good pole.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, dude, the zero trad poles, man.
Dude.
Can't really fuck with those poles.
You can't. Anyone else that's making a trad pole is just copying. That's all it is. That's all there is to it.
And they're also charging more.
Dude, that 0 trad, I take one section out and use it as a 2-piece. The thing weighs nothing. It's actually I've been using it so long now that the carbon is starting to gray. Does that make sense? Like it's starting to show fiber, you know, in the carbon, but it's fucking amazing. I absolutely love it.
Dude, I have an old like Unger aluminum.
I'll kick Jason off of the Discord chat and everything, Jen, if you want me to. I'll fucking block Jason on every social media platform. I'll kick him off my YouTube channel. I'll kick him off my Patreon list. I'll kick him out of Discord. I'll boot his ass, Jen. All you gotta do is say the word, and I will eliminate Jason Lehman. All you gotta do is say something. I will make him poof non-existent in my world. How long did it take to find a buyer? Oh, my polls, my sim polls sold almost instantly. What's his name? Cameron Kidd. Cameron Kidd sold. Cameron Kidd that I said something about it 5 minutes later. He bought it.
He's a good dude.
Yeah.
He don't fuck around.
He knows it's a good pull.
Yeah, he knows it's fuck a good around. Pull. When he wants something, he goes and pulls the trigger on it.
That's the way to do it, man.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
Not correction, TJ just dealt with Philip for an afternoon. So, I only dealt with him for an afternoon, I guess. I don't know. You know. These fucking guys, dude, I tell you.
Correct.
Man, dude, you guys seriously gotta fucking stop shitting on Jennifer for being dumb, dude. Seriously, it's not cool, because she's not. You're starting to irritate me. All she's got to do is say the word. I'm serious, dead ass.
Gonna go hard body karate.
Dead ass.
Now.
Dead ass.
Here comes the Mentos.
Yep. Dead ass. I'm fucking. That's one thing I do not joke around about at all. We get funny haha about whatever else you want except for that. Everything except for Jennifer, we can funny haha about. Most people only do that shit on the internet.
Yeah. There's a lot of badasses on the internet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Jennifer knows. Jennifer will tell you. All you gotta do is all she's gotta do is say the word, and I will fucking go straight to jail. and I've been there several times because of her. All she's gotta do is say the word, and you're fucking done. How do they compare to the Maker Mini? The Maker Mini it's not even the same pole. The Maker Mini is a specialty pole.
It's a trad pole, right?
It's a trad pole, but it's a specialty pole. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a
Well,
specialty
it's made for,
pole.
like the way Richie works.
Now,
You know
not
what I
even
mean?
so much the way Richie works, but it's really for confined spaces. You know, like what Richie does and the area that he works kind of inspired that pole. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Richie walks fucking like a whole block doing windows. You know what I mean? And that's really where, you know, he's wanted everything compact and, you know, super versatile and, you know, where he wasn't bumping into tables and, you know, so I think they both have a place. I have a Maker Mini in my toolbox for special occasions, you know what I mean? So I like the Maker Mini. It's a great pole. Great pole. Especially like if you're doing like low water fed pole work. If like say you're doing a bunch of shit like fucking, you know, just enough to where you need a pole, it's the perfect size. And the reason why, I mean, you could do it with a zero trad pole or knock off a couple sections of one of your poles or something if your pole does that. You know, like the Squeegee Life pole, each section comes apart. You can use as much or as little of it as you'd like. But the Maker Mini's nice because the diameter, it's a shorter pole, but the end is thicker, so it fits in your hand real nice, and you don't get arm pump on your, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's shorter, the J2 or the Mini? I have no idea. I don't know anything about the J2 pole. I think the J2 is fucking whack as fuck, cause the Backflip Boys had something to do with it, so I think it's garbage. No, I have no idea. I've never used a J2, so I wouldn't know which is longer, which is shorter. I know what's the Maker Mini extends to like 16 feet, right, Mark? I
think so. With the extension.
With the extension, I think that goes to 16, extension. But it's collapsed. It's like fucking 2 feet, you know. So
yeah.
So
yeah.
You know,
I don't know anything about the Sorbo pole. Does Sorbo even make a carbon fiber pole?
I have no idea.
Joseph asked, "Does anyone know if the Sorbo poles are fixed and working well?" I know Sorbo still.
If you're talking about those aluminum poles, no, they're not. Those fucking collars are whack.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll never use another aluminum pole.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on that.
I was using my pink pole. I had that bitch stretched out to the tape line, to black tape lines on it.
So, that was super rad. The J2 has an extra chin for better grip.
Grab wherever you want, man. Yeah.
3'7".
Yeah.
On the
Yeah, the first 4 sections are 3'7", and the bottom 4 sections are 4'7". There's a reason for that, and the main reason the top 4 sections are shorter is for stability. It makes the pole stiffer.
Yeah, Joseph's talking about the California Dreamer pole. You want to share your experience with it, T? I got that pole. I bought 2 of them. I thought they were badass. They froze up.
Yep, the collar froze, and it's I actually I'll tell you what I did with my Joseph Skinner. I have a chain link fence in front of my privacy fence. I accidentally ran over the center pole for it with an excavator, so I fucking drove my California Dreamer pole into the ground with a sledgehammer to hold my fence up. So it's a good fence pole. I got
2 of them frozen as hell.
Yeah.
Dude, I put vice grips on that bitch and penetrating oil, and it's locked. It's locked. Yeah, and that pole's not worth the money. They get a lot of money for that California Dreamer pole. Now I'm a
huge Sorbo tools guy though. You know, I mean, their channels are dope. I wish Sorbo would come out with a locking handle. You know what I mean? That would be sweet. I don't know if he'll ever do it, but it would be cool if he did. But I mean, outside of that, he makes the best fucking commercial channel on the market. That just nobody's better.
Yeah,
nobody's is better. Nobody's.
Yep.
Well, there is one that I do like a lot better because it takes fucking round top rubbers and all that, and square. Those Luke the window cleaner channels are super fucking nice. They're not in stock very often.
I just don't understand why Sorbo can't make a round top rubber. Like,
he refuses to.
Why is that?
Because that's his thing. His thing is T-top. his whole system is based off the T-top rubber. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, well, he told me, and I've never tried it, so don't shoot the messenger.
Mm-hmm.
But I sat there and talked to him, and he told me you could use T-top rubber in a round.
You can.
Like, how are you supposed to?
You can.
Really? I've never even tried it.
You just got to put a clamp on, or a clip on it, and it'll work.
A brass clip? Because those... Now, I got
to... Hey, wait. We have an emergency. Hey, guys, it's been 50 days, and a property management company hasn't paid me $2,000 in work. What do I do?
You have a contract, number one.
Sit in their office?
Go to their office and sit down in it.
And don't leave until you
get a check.
Hey, dude, I'll waste a whole day for $2K. You kidding me?
Yeah.
But in their office all day.
What's his name? AC, right? AC. Give me a call. I've got a nice lawyer letter I'll send you that my lawyer I paid to draw up.
Well, let's be honest. He's waiting. He's 50 days in on most likely a 90-day payout.
Yeah, if it's a 60 to 90-day payout, then
he might be fucked on that.
Yeah, you have no choice on it. But if it's 30-day payout,
that's why when you get down with the work and you're estimating it, and they accept it before they even accept a bid, on the bottom of every one of my fucking bids, it says payment, especially on residential, it says payment due upon completion.
Yep.
When I'm done with your house, you are fucking paying me. First time, now the second time I do your house, I'll leave you an invoice. But the first time I do it, you're fucking paying me before I leave your house. That's just the way I do it.
Yeah.
It's a 30-day. He said it's a 30, and he's 20 days over. Then go sit in their office, dude. You gotta,
Well, you got a choice. If you have an email address,
put on your fucking Raiders gear. Put on your Raiders gear, because I know you got some. Put on your Raiders gear. Yeah. Put on your Raiders gear and go sit in the fucking office, my guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude, I'd sit there all day with a smile on my face, waiting to the person I need to talk to. The other thing, and I know people say it can't be done, but I have 10 property management groups that I do this with. Anything over $5,000, half is paid up front.
They only pay the. He says
for 7 or 8 years now, but half is paid up front.
He said, "Fuck the Raiders," and they usually pay weekly. But they haven't paid their most expensive invoices. They only pay the little invoices. I just don't want to get too gangster. Well, I mean, you don't need to. I'm not saying going in there and sitting down and lay your 45 in your lap or nothing, but just go to the place and fucking walk in and be like, hey, man, what's going on? You know what I mean? No phone calls, none of that shit. Face to face is way different. They could turn you down. Like this is my cousin Mike. My cousin Mike runs a rental company. He rents bulldozers, fucking skid steers, lifts, fucking, you name it, he's got it for rent. And, he's the type that, if a guy comes in and like, oh, I forgot my checkbook, my cousin Mike, I'll meet you at your house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, that's the way you got to be about your fucking money, man. You got to be about your money, man. That's just all there is to it. I don't play that shit. Like I got a property management company that I deal with that handles all the banks that I do. I call them motherfuckers. I get on the phone if my shit is a week over, I call them because it's a 90-day out for me, and I'm cool with the 90 days. But on the 95th day, you're fucking paying me.
Yeah.
That's it. And if they're late, I just tell them, like, listen, I need my fucking money or I ain't doing nothing. I'm not doing nothing else. Like right now, I got an Applebee's. New general manager took over. I do that motherfucker. It used to do it every week. Now I do it every other week. So she ain't paid July, she ain't paid August, and she hadn't paid September. I ain't been there. She's calling me, leaving my voicemails. My windows are dirty. You know what I'm going to do on Friday? I'm going to walk in there with a fucking invoice and be like, here, you pay these, I'll be back Monday. You know what I mean? You give them, you know what I mean? And I usually give them grace because I've been cleaning those windows for literally 17 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the company that owns it has always been right by me, but this general manager is a fucking idiot, clearly. You know what I mean? You can't, you're not about your shit. I'll leave the invoice where I've left it for 17 years and you haven't paid the motherfucker.
Yeah, small retail, stuff like Applebee's and shit like that is always going to be a problem because manager turnover.
That's not
everything else.
Yeah, that's. To be fair, I do a lot of restaurants, And I don't have too many issues. You know what I mean? I don't have too many issues with them. I mean, especially after I've been doing them quite a long time.
Yeah.
I actually just picked up 2 restaurants. Well, one I've been wanting for years. That one, you guys, I don't know if you guys seen the TikTok of me cleaning those windows by the waterfall. I need innovations, by the way. I really need that.
Okay.
I only need enough to do I don't need a whole bunch. I mean, I just
they have one bottle.
Yeah, I just need a little bit. I only need. I literally need to do 4 fucking windows. That's all I needed to do.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, I've been chasing that one for fucking ever. You know what I mean? And I finally got that one, and I picked up another one. They're both $75 inside. Now I've replaced that fucking Applebee's revenue. You know what I mean? So I'm not. I don't give a fuck. Eventually, you're gonna pay me, but. If you don't want to pay, cool. I just won't do your windows no more. Somebody else can do it.
The thing in the world, it's not a job till they pay you, and that's my standing.
Yeah.
This isn't a contract till you've paid me because I've held up my end of the bargain. You haven't.
Well,
so
I'm gonna.
It doesn't.
The only thing I was worried about on the waterfall is dropping one of my fucking tools. I wasn't afraid to fall in the water. I live next to the fucking lake. I can swim, numbnuts. The water is literally like fucking 3 inches below your feet when I'm standing on that catwalk. There's like a catwalk. It's maybe this wide. Only thing I was worried about is dropping one of my fucking tools and losing one of my tools in the water. You know what I mean? I was hanging on to my trad pole for dear life. My original black trad pole. Like, I've driven an hour home and realized I left that leaning up against the building and then drove right back to go get it. You know
I've done
I mean?
that before. I make sure I have my.
I was just worried about dropping my tools. So you might be true. I probably could have stuck my squeegee in my butt cheeks and not had to worry about it. Let's put it that way. You know what I mean? It wasn't going nowhere. That was the only thing I was worried about. We don't do Applebee's, but I don't know way. It's the only place I'm not allowed to sell to. Huh? Oh, I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
It's not a complete sentence.
Yeah, that's tough. Talk. We don't do Applebee's, but I don't know way. It's only place I'm. Don't know why. It's the only place I'm not allowed to sell to. Is that what you mean? I don't know.
Yeah,
they're I mean, the one that I deal with is it's not a corporate restaurant. It's a privately owned Applebee's. It's a franchisee's restaurant.
Well, I can tell you this: small restaurants that aren't high end, even including Outback. I had 6 Outbacks, dude. I quit them.
Yeah.
Okay, and I watched my father get sick chasing money, like what he's talking about. And an old guy I bought a business from said to me, "You got to be willing to walk away, collect your money, fight for it, and then walk away.
Yeah, I'm not.
Don't call. Fucking walk away and replace them with someone who does. And that's what I do.
I've gotten that way. I used to be like, case in point, McDonald's. Now, if that would have happened to me 4 years ago, I would have fucking dropped my price. I'd have fucking groveled to get my fucking work back. But now I'm like, I'll just do something else. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like,
no, go find
I've come to the realization in window cleaning and pressure washing that, there's always someone willing to pay you to do something for them. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's not just a few people. There's all kinds of people. You know what I mean? There's tons. And if there's 1 or 2 guys that want to go someone else because they're cheaper or whatever, then fucking let them go.
Dude, it's honestly my favorite part of the job. Is collecting delinquent payments.
Is it? I hate it. I fucking hate it.
I honestly, so 2 years ago, my brother was running the office, and my brother's a very passive guy.
Yeah.
Good guy, works hard. We had $45,000 in collections. I said, I'm going to take next week off from working on the field. Don't worry about it. So I went to maybe 17 locations. We got it down from $45,000 to $5,500 by the end of the week.
Wow.
Honestly, it's my favorite part because it's so easy.
Yeah.
To me, it's easy.
All you have to do is go there.
You happy with it?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Go there.
Like people have a collector. Fuck that.
Go
Walk
there
and just be honest.
Go there.
Say, man, it's been 2 months. Like, you owe me the money. Like, I don't.
And what Seth means by be honest is where the fuck is my money at, dude?
Exactly.
Yeah.
don't want to do work for again, that's exactly what you
Yeah,
say. If it's someone that you like to keep a relationship with, be like, hey man, it's been 2 months. Like,
right.
I'm pretty lenient, but like you know
We need
how
to
I
get
did
this
that work
taken
for
care
you?
of.
I've already paid the guys who work for me. I already paid the taxes on it. I've already paid this on it.
Yeah.
So I need you to pay me so that we stay in good faith here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Let's be honest. You know, I honestly, if I could do that for a job and make the money I make now, I would do that. I love.
There is for every one of those fucking people like that, there's 10 customers that are not like that. You know what I mean? So that being said, you don't pussyfoot around about collecting your money, man. If your phone calls get dodged, your emails go on fucking responded to, just fucking go there. Speak to them in person. That will go a long fucking way. You standing in their office is a lot harder for them to get rid of than a phone call or an email. You know, like I do, like every spring and every fall, I do this community over here for my buddy Rob Toft. And them motherfuckers pay, I mean, large invoices, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 fucking dollar invoices in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then I've got fucking people, I do their storefront, $35 fucking dollars. It takes me fucking 3 months to collect from.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
That's the nature of that.
It's just that's just what it is. You just have to be willing to cut the fucking strings when you need to, and stand up for your labor when you need to as well. Like Seth said, go there.
On a regular ongoing account, I start to squeeze the service back. Instead of being twice a month, they're going to get one cleaning, and then they're going to get a cleaning at the beginning of the next month. And then you'll always have the ones where they go, well, you know, something's not the same. I'm looking at dirty windows here. And I'll be honest with them, because I know at that point they're gone. I just want to collect and move on. I'll be like, you're lucky I even drive by this place. You haven't paid me in 3 months. What? They act stupid. What?
That's what I did with Applebee's in September. I cleaned them at the beginning of the month, and I'd never gone back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she's calling me wanting to know why I'm not answering the phone call until you figure out why the fuck you know what I mean? You know why. Yeah. You know why.
Yeah.
And dude, it's so different when you've got like mom and pop storefronts or any type of storefront that you're doing over a property management company, because the property management, that's not their fucking money to begin with.
Yeah.
No,
that's
it's not.
HOA fees. So I went in 2 weeks ago to this company, and I know most of the people there, and they hadn't paid me. So I sit there, and Elise is at the front desk. I'm like, hey, Elise. I talked to her on the phone. I'm like, where's Brian? Is Brian in? Because I've only talked to Brian on the phone. She's like, oh, he'll be in 10 minutes. I'm like, well, I know his car's out there. So
Yeah.
I know he's here. So I walked right up to Brian. I'm like, hey, Brian, I'm Seth Byers. Like, how you doing? I own Shine Through Window Cleaning. I'm like, was there a problem with the service that we did over a month and a half ago for you? Or, like, did you just forget about me?
Yeah.
Because, like, I have people to pay for. Like, you see your front desk person? I'm like, do you pay her every week? He's like, yeah. I'm like, well, I have, like, 4 of those back in my shop. And based off of your check, you're telling me that I can't pay them. So are we cutting a check right now and then I can leave? Sounds good. And he was like, oh, like if you catch somebody up front, unless they're a huge fucking asshole, they're cutting you a check.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're just like, get out of here. Like,
and if you run into that huge fucking asshole, you know never to do business with them motherfuckers again.
Take your money and move on.
A check, but yeah, exactly.
Bronx Tale, I could tell you what, I could tell you guys right now, just so you motherfuckers know, every time I let Jennifer into the car, she reaches over to the other side and unlocks the door for me every motherfucking time. Right. Just so you guys know. She's a real one. No. She's a real one. Every time I get in the car, I unlock Jennifer's door so she can get in the truck or the car, and then while I'm walking around the back of the car, she leans over and pops the lock for me on the driver's side every time. So if you watch the Bronx Tale, you know what I'm talking about, bruh. But anyways, she's a real one.
There you go.
Does Miss Tanner unlock the door for you, Mark?
Yeah, we have remotes.
Yeah, but she pushes the button for you when you let her in the car, right? There you go.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hey-o!
Do you usually drive? My wife hardly ever drives when we go somewhere.
I drive Jennifer everywhere because Jennifer's not a good driver.
I'll get home from work and Kate will be, because my wife's still working from home, so I get home and it's like, oh, here comes some entertainment because I've been stuck in the house by myself with 3 dogs, you know? So the door opens and she's got the purse in hand. She's looking at me and she's like, I want to go to Costco. And I'm like, Okay. She's like, "Do you want to go?" And I go, "No," but I will.
Yeah.
I will.
I say that to
But
Jennifer.
sometimes
Yeah.
that's the times I make her drive
Yeah.
though, because I'm like, "You fucking drive. I've been driving
Yeah.
all
I don't
fucking
want to
day."
do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about driving with Jennifer is always like, if I'm driving, like if I look down at my phone or like I'm fucking looking out the window or something, she's always like reaching for me and like grabbing on to shit like we're gonna fucking have a rollover death crash. I'm like, bro, just relax. How many fucking accidents have I been in? None. I've never been in a car accident. Leave me the fuck alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Now, Jennifer, on the other hand, has been in a lot of crashes. Jennifer's a crash. I love her, but she's a crash.
Dude, I'll tell you a funny story, because when I met my wife, I had a horrible. If I had half the money that I paid in tickets, because I've always had performance-oriented vehicles and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
If I had half the money back in the 90s, okay, I would pay my shit off my house. Now, I haven't had a ticket or an accident in like 18 years. So the first fucking day my wife drives, she gets the Mustang, right? She's driving to work, and she's flying up the turnpike, and she gets fucking lit up by a trooper, right? So it's like Florida has high. It's like $175. It's like it's $100 and something ticket, and then $2 for every mile over at the time, right? So she gets lit up, and they try the whole thing where they sit back and the boobs are out, and they're like, "I'm not gonna get a ticket," and he writes her up, right? So, dude, the next fucking day, she drives Expedition to work, gets lit up by the same fucking trooper, same place. He's like, "Oh, I remember you," and he wrote her a second ticket. Right? Like, "Oh my god, you're going to traffic school. We ain't paying for this." You know what I'm saying? But it's like, she's like, "You drive like an old man." I get people calling, "Hey, I was driving next to you on the road the other day, and you're just like oblivious." I'm like, "I'm going home, dude. I'm paying attention. No one around me except for focus on driving and going the fuck home."
Well, I got Andrew. I thought the new Sopranos movie was as good for what it needed to be. I don't.
Isn't that the one with Joey Diaz?
Yeah, I thought it was a decent movie. People are like, "Oh, the Soprano movies is going to come out. It's going to be as good as the Sopranos." No. Nothing's ever going to be as good as that television show was.
Dude.
You got to stop. You got to lower your expectations. That movie right there was a setup for another movie. If you guys don't think they're making another Sopranos movie, they're definitely going to, and they're going to use that kid again. That's why he did the whole fucking pinky swear thing in the casket right there. There's going to be another movie. There's going to be a movie between there and the start of Sopranos. I promise you that.
The problem I had, I felt it was like a fan fiction movie where they tried to appease to filling all the plot holes.
Yeah.
Where they could have just fucking... Dude, the movie, like the middle part of that movie was fucking good.
Yeah.
But the beginning and the end, like Silvio's character sucked.
Yeah.
Silvio blew. Paulie just didn't have enough time.
Yeah.
The guy playing Paulie was good enough.
Yeah.
But I felt like they're like, with Carmela with the fucking phone, they're like, "Hey, Carm," like you didn't fucking know it was Carmela.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you had to say it out loud. Like everyone fucking
it was too, like you said, it was pandering to the audience, and I knew that's what it was going to be. And then the audience cries because they were being pandered to. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, dude. That's what you fucking momos wanted.
Yeah, dude, I saw that legit in the theater on a Tuesday afternoon. I got out of work because it was raining.
I seen it on HBO.
6:50. There were 3 of us in the movie theater, and I was like, "Fuck it, dude." Reclining seats, eating some nachos, having a soda. I was like,
HBO Max is the best fucking thing I ever purchased in my whole life.
Love it.
Halloween, the new Halloween movie's gonna be on that bitch in a couple of days. You know.
To me, there's just something about seeing a movie in the movie theater. You know what I mean? The first time, at least. You know what I mean? Like, you remember
I'm not a. I've never been a fan of the movies. Never been a fan.
I still remember, even though it wasn't a good experience, seeing Phantom Menace in the movie theater, and I was like 16 or 15.
I see it.
Waiting for Star Wars like my whole life to be in a movie theater. And I was like, this movie,
I've seen Superman and fucking Godzilla in fucking movie theater. You know, the new ones.
Yep.
I didn't go watch any of the Star Wars movies in the theater.
Lord of the Rings I saw in the movie
I don't
theater.
None of those either. You know what I mean?
You've never seen them?
I've seen them, just not in the theater.
Yeah.
No, I'm not sitting in a theater for fucking The last movie I went and seen in the theater and instantly regretted it is I think we took Uriah to Infinity War. And we was in that bitch for 3 motherfucking hours. I'm like, this is the worst thing I ever did in my life.
Dude, I'll never forget it. I was a fucking senior in high school seeing this.
I don't give a fuck if HBO needs any more money or not, motherfucker. HBO's the shit. It's $9.
Dude, I was catching head while watching like Bilbo hide behind Frodo hide behind the fucking bush, dude. I'll never forget it. My senior year in high school.
Yeah. Hey, if you're not gonna spend money on HBO, spend money on www.patreon.com/Squeegee Life.
That's the way you do it.
That's the way you do it.
There you go.
It's a way better return.
It's way better return on your investment. It brings this show to you every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on the Squeegee Life channel. Just read that online they're coming out with a bisexual Superman. No. Correct. Superman is still straight.
No, the new comic book series.
No, it's his son. It's his son. It's his son.
Oh, it's his son?
Yeah, his son is fucking bisexual. It's not Clark, it's his son. But I just feel like they've cheapened the whole. I mean, it's just like I don't understand why they have to like make every fucking thing gay. And I'm not homophobe. You know, I just went to my cousin's fucking gay wedding fucking 2 weeks ago. Caught COVID. You know what I mean? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? I think the way they love each other is beautiful. You know what I mean? I've got no problem with that. My fucking problem is, why does everything have to be gay? I mean, they are African Americans are like what, 12% of the population? Is that like 12-13%, right?
Somewhere around there.
And they are like represented, on television and movies and media, 12%. 25% of everything that goes on fucking TV now has got something to do with being gay. All the superheroes are gay. Everything is gay. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being gay. There's nothing wrong with it. But not everything needs to be gay.
Well, to me, it's like, why not create your own media? You know what I mean?
Well, why not? Why do these fucking creators feel the need to take something? Like, not everyone wants to think about fucking Superman fucking plowing Batman in the fucking ass. Why can't Superman, or why can't DC Comics or Marvel create a gay superhero?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like,
what's so hard about that?
Yeah. It's not hard.
There's plenty of black superheroes. Why not fucking
when people said Black Panther was the first one, I'm like,
no.
Did any of you guys watch Blade, dude?
Yeah.
Did anybody watch Blade?
How about Luke Cage, you fucking assholes? You ever read a fucking comic book, you dumb motherfucker? There was even a black Captain America, too. There's all kinds of black superheroes that are fucking awesome. They have great fucking backstories. Like Luke Cage's backstory is fucking gangster as fuck. But it doesn't get any play. But what they want to do is they want to take Superman and Batman and transform their sexuality or their color, and it's just not going to play to the people that buy comic books. The people that buy comic books are old fucking white dudes.
You collect comic books, TJ?
Fuck yeah, I got a closet full of them.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I used to have a pull list, but the guy that was pulling my comic books is a fucking cunt, so I stopped buying them. But I have the brand new run of Batman, Moon Knight, Superman, and Daredevil. I have their new runs that started like a couple of years ago. I have like the first 30 fucking books of each. I wanted to get them for Uriah. But
yeah, let him collect them.
Yeah, of course. So, there'd be like an investment for him. You never know. One of these days they may be worth money before they turn gay or whatever. You know what I mean? But I'm not anti-gay. I'm all about that. It just feels like it's and not shoved down our throats or anything like that. I don't feel that way at all. But I just feel like it may be overrepresented to a point where it's almost cheapened it. Like Dave Chappelle says, I miss those 80s and 90s gay guys. You know what I mean? Those are the gays I miss. These new ones, I don't even know what the fuck's going on with these people.
Yeah.
You don't even know what the fuck to call them. You know, if I seen a guy with makeup on and a wig and a dress and shit, I would just call him ma'am. You know what I mean? I would just be like, you know what I mean? Even if I could still see a 5 o'clock shadow. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fucking douchebag. You know what I'm saying? But come on, man. I mean, I just feel like it may be to a point where not over-representation, but oversaturated. You know what I mean? Maybe if two dudes want to kiss each other in public or get married, that shit don't bother me at all. Because I'm not the type to be like, oh, man, can you believe they're smooching? I don't even do that with, like, straight people. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Whatever. But
dude, I had a buddy, Chris, who was a roommate of mine back in the 90s, and he's totally homophobic, okay? I mean, like, really bad, and it shows. He doesn't wear it on his sleeve. Like, if he saw a transvestite, he would be staring and giggling and fucking offending everybody.
Yeah.
So, he worked for my buddy's lawn service on the island of Palm Beach, so they're all, big mansion homes.
Right.
And my buddy that has the account called me. He's like, hey, you want to give them a price on window cleaning? They're not happy with who they have. I went there and looked at it, gave the guy a price. He signed up. Okay, I happened to be there. I actually did it 2 or 3 times. And I noticed right away the guy that, I don't know if he's a butler or a caretaker or what, but dude, he's one of those guys that you just know immediately as soon as he opens his mouth, he's gay, right? I have no issue with that.
Right.
So we cleaned the house. He was always cordial, always nice, accommodating, I should say. And I knew my buddy Chris is like homophobic, so I go, hey, the guy's name was Domenico, right? So I call my buddy Chris and I'm like, hey man, I go, did you hear that Domenico got fired? He goes, serves him well, that fucking faggot. And I go, no. I go, dude, you didn't hear what happened? And he's like, no, what happened? I go, I got there shortly after you finished. I go, what were you doing? He goes, I was trimming hedges and raking up leaves. I go, in front of the windows, right? Now the whole fucking house is windows, so I'm just spewing shit right now, right? So he goes, yeah, I was raking up and blowing leaves out of the beds. And I'm like, oh, okay. And he's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, you know what? It doesn't matter, Chris. So I'm going to get him on the hook, right? I'm reeling him in. Okay, I got the bait in front of him, and I go, well, I guess I could tell you because he's not there anymore. I go, but when you were there, do you ever notice he paid a special attention to you? Now, Chris is such a homophobe that he's realizing that he doesn't want anything to do with this dude, but he has to communicate with him because we're here to cut the grass, right? So I go, well, how do I say this? I go, he was in the big long drapes that are around the windows. Yeah, I go, he was wrapped up in one of those naked, and he was basically starching the drapes in your honor. Dude, he almost went there and fucking freaked on these people. And my buddy Wayne's like, dude, you got to call him back. You got to back him off the ledge because he is fucking literally freaking out about this.
It's just weird to me that people get like that.
Right, I know.
It should be a compliment.
Right?
It's really fucking weird.
Thinks you're handsome or whatever. Who the fuck cares, dude? Yeah. I'm like, all right, cool. Even dudes think I'm handsome. Yeah. Sweet.
Dude, I was watching that American Wedding the other day, and when Stifler goes, see, I told you you wanted to fuck me. I laugh so hard every time he does that. When he's dancing in the bar with the gay guys, and he's like, see, I told you that guy wants to fuck me.
He goes out of his way to try to...
Yeah.
You don't think I'm hot?
Yeah.
So do you think I'm sexy? Come on, guy. He thinks I'm a 10.
Dude, I remember I picked up this...
No, that's fucking... what show was that with that fucking dude? Fuck. Man, I'll think of his name here in a minute. I'm a 10. No, the fucking... I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
Oh, are you talking about Ving Rhames?
No, not Ving Rhames. The fucking... The Latino guy. What the fuck is his name?
Oh,
I'm a 10. Yeah,
always,
he goes, I'm a 10. That fucking shit's so great. He spent the whole show trying to fucking get those guys to like tell him, that he was handsome. That Gabby girl, whatever happened to her, I don't know what happened to her. So everybody was sharing around the internet that her boyfriend or that guy that laundry was in his parents' backyard in the garden or some shit, hiding underneath a flower bed or something. I'm like, what the fuck are you people talking about? Stay off of TikTok, you fucking momos.
Right?
I saw that too, and I had no idea what anyone was talking about. They're like,
see
with the drone.
See the hand? See the hand right there? No, I don't see a fucking hand right there, you fucking weirdos. She picked up a stick. The fuck out of here, you nuts.
And then they went inside. They're like, they see the drone. They went inside. I'm like, well, if I saw a drone hovering over me too, I'd probably go inside. Just saying.
I don't know where they live, but if I had drones flying over my house like that, I'd fucking get the 12 gauge and I'd gauge that bitch. Bird shot, done.
True.
Right? That's my fucking airspace you're invading there, dude.
When you're right, you're right.
Yeah,
dude.
when you're right, man. That's all there is to it, dude. That's all there is to it, bros. Hey, Mark, who you on the fucking phone with now?
No, it's
your girlfriend?
Domenico.
Domenico? Are you on the phone with Domenico?
Yes, I'm on the phone.
He's like, it's for work.
I'm getting
it's Domenico.
Yeah.
Dude, I honestly worked for a gay couple for a while. Like when I was younger.
I still work for one.
Carpentry work for a little bit, and they're like high end house, and one of the guys would leave to go to work, and the other one, and I swear to God, every other day would watch his wedding video and like sob on the couch when his husband left, dude. And it was literally, it was like comical. I'm like, he's been gone 10 minutes. How soon do you think that video's coming on?
Yeah.
Like, do you think he's gonna watch it again today? And we were there for like a month and a half, and he watched it maybe 20 times. His wedding video and sobbed.
I work for a gay couple that own a house, an old historic home downtown, and they're nice guys. But to see the dynamic between the two of them it's interesting. You know what I mean? Because they're both like fucking butch looking dudes. You know what I mean? But there's definitely one that's wearing the pants in the family and the other one's not. You know what I mean? And it's that dynamic is really weird. You know, it's not weird. It's nice. It's cool to watch. You know what I mean? That dynamic. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just how they interact with each other is pretty fucking cool. It's different.
You just see that relationship is fucking wild no matter who the fuck you're with.
Yeah.
Dude, I had some of them, I know I'm going to get in trouble the way I say this, but I'm going to fucking say it. Some of the female can be abrasive or aggressive towards men, okay? Right? So I had a pizza place that was on the route, and one of my route guy takes care of it. And this lady's always late paying. I mean, like 4 to 5 months, she gets a statement, and then she'll pay 3 of the 5 months. You know, it's a whole bookkeeping fucking nightmare. So she calls and complains one time, and I'm like, you know, your payment history with us, right now you owe me like 4 months. I go, and you're telling me your windows are dirty. I said, after 3 months, we start to pull service. I go, you know, look, if you want to pay quarterly, you pay me quarterly. I'll make sure you're happy. She goes, well, Ed never comes in and signs the calendar anymore. And I go, well, speaking of that, I've spoke with Eddie about it, because when he gets there at 10:30, 11 o'clock, you guys are prepping food and dough and pizza. I go, and he has to wash your inside and then go behind the counter when you're flipping pizzas and making garlic rolls, and he's just in your way. You got hot ovens up there. I go, and for him to sign the calendar seems to be taxing when you see him there. I go, I don't know where this calendar signing thing started. And she's like, well, because he wasn't leaving tickets when he was here. And I go, okay. So I go, it's obviously you don't trust that you're getting the twice a month service that you're paying for. I go, or not paying for. And she goes, you know what, I think we're just not going to have you back. And I was talking to her, and I'm like, you know, and look, with this economy, I'm not as quick to walk away from shit. But I go, you know what, I said, I think it's probably a better idea if you find someone else, because you're not happy, and I don't want unhappy customers. And she's like, don't tell me how to run my business. You need to go now. Dude, I was this close to saying, listen,
I boxed her titties into fucking...
Dude, she would probably beat me up. I mean, her arms were bigger than mine, you know?
She whipped your ass, dude. That should be great if Mark got beat up by a gay chick.
It's not my fault Daddy put his fingers in you when you were younger, and Mark, this is the result.
Mark. Wow, Mark. Do you really think that's what it was?
But also horrified.
Yes, dude.
I'm glad you didn't say that.
Fuck.
That's what I was thinking, though. I have to be honest.
I mean, yeah,
listen, you know, that's not the only reason why people are gay,
I just
Mark.
bit my tongue and I said, listen.
You know, I just want you to know, Mark, just for future reference, Like fucking being sodomized as a child and gay or don't go hand in hand, dude. That's not,
Well,
not all gay people are
there was
fucking
something
that.
going on. I think a lot of times, and I could be wrong about this.
You are.
There could be some issue.
You are. You're wrong.
I'm gonna disagree with that statement.
Yeah,
I will tell you this: you were just either you're gay or you're not.
You're either gay or you're not.
You don't really have a choice in the matter.
Being fucking touched as a child would most likely make you not fucking want to have any kind of sexual interaction at all. Not sex with the opposite sex or the same sex.
Violent, criminal. Usually that's.
Well, I think there's two kinds of gays: people that were born to be gay, and then people. No, some men.
Depending on where he goes with this, I might agree with him.
I'm waiting too. I just wish he wouldn't draw lines in the sand like this.
Look, you could see sometimes in youth, right? In youth, like people from when you were in school, you knew it right away, and then you find them on Facebook 20 years later, and you confirm what your suspicion was. But then you meet guys, especially that you just know as soon as they open their mouth that they were born this way and they're gay. It wasn't a learned trait. You think that?
So what are the two types? That's the same. That's the same type.
Well, could learned traits happen? Yes. I mean, that's part of life. I mean, it's a very, 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 very small minority. But one of my best friends, his mother later on in life ended up with a woman after 2 failed marriages. And do I think that was maybe a comfort decision?
Yes.
I do.
There are circumstances
or finding a partner, and I feel like, and I hate to say this, I feel women are a little bit more flexible in that area than men because I don't care how many times I get burned. I'm not going to be like, oh, hey, Brad, let's do you want to move in together?
There's plenty of people out there that are gay and are married and have children only because they're worried about what society is going to say about them or their friends or their religion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they, I honestly believe that everyone that is gay, except for a very small minority, were born that way. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
And that's what I think too. Like some people,
there's a small percentage, like Seth said, that it's like a fucking comfort thing. You know what I mean? But I think the large majority, they just wired that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they were.
Dude, I knew my little cousin was gay when he was 2 years old. His favorite song is "I Feel Like a Woman," and he put his mom's heels on, and I was like, "That kid is gay as shit."
My cousin that just got married, same thing. When she was younger, we spent a lot of time together and shit, and I knew within the first couple of times that doing shit, we went bowling. I just knew. You know what I mean? I just knew. And then when she told me, she's like, I was like, well, I knew that. You know what I mean? Because, you know what I mean? You just know. You know what I mean? You could see the disinterest in men. Not necessarily like rude or weird with me, but just boys in general. You could just see. You know what I mean? It just didn't. You know what I mean? It just didn't. Yeah, it just didn't. You could tell it wasn't her thing. You know what I mean? And when she came out, it was not a surprise at all. Not a surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's.
I think Seth's gonna say something funny because it's in his face. He's just not gonna do it. Though.
I really. That's what I was thinking, and I'm glad Mark picked up on it because I was thinking of the story, and I'm like, you know what? If they're listening, I shouldn't say this.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to. But I have quite a number of gay people in my family. I have boys, girls. I have 2 transgender people in my family, which was took a little while for me to figure out what the fuck was going on. But yeah, man, families are weird.
Dude, I just don't.
Family, you're gonna have people all over the spectrum.
Yeah, I've got gay family members. I have interracial family members, interracial marriages, fucking biracial fucking nieces and nephews and fucking cousins and all that shit. I come from a melting pot fucking family. That's just life, you know what I mean? And I don't look at them any differently than I do anyone else. You know what I'm saying? I just don't.
I agree with you. I mean, I agree 100%.
Now, what can you do?
The transgender thing, I still have trouble wrapping my head around that. I'm sorry. I mean, maybe I'm just too old school traditional. But
me, it's always been around, right? Like anything, right? Like it has to be. This can't be like a new phenomenon in my mind. It's just like, how did you figure it out? We're in enough of a comfortable.
Just maybe not as acceptable,
now, right? Like, you don't have to fucking. You have new things to worry about, right? Like what I'm gonna spend my money on a Friday night.
Right.
All I've ever told them is, listen, it's like, just. If I say the wrong name, because I've known you as John for 20 years of my life, and I slip up, don't be an asshole about it.
Yeah,
don't beat me up.
It's gonna
kick your ass.
John. You know what I mean? Right. Like I know you was John, and if I slip up, I'm not part of the
difficult.
patriarchy.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to fucking tear you a new asshole.
Yeah,
I'm just being like, so you got a vagina now? Cool. Like whatever, dude.
I mean, is that my bag? Is that my bag? No. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna hate on you or shit on you for it. You know what I mean? No. That'd be like someone like telling me what I can and cannot do with my wife. You know what I mean? It's none of your business. You know what I mean? If I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm commenting on my relationship or what goes on in my bedroom is none of Seth's fucking business. You know what I mean? Unless I make it his business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what someone does, like if you want to be with a chick or you want to be with a dude and you're a dude, then, do your fucking thing, whatever. I don't fucking care. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it is what it is.
Don't care.
Yeah.
Don't involve me in a conversation, regardless of your sexual orientation. I don't care who you're fucking, and I don't need you to describe it to me.
Right.
I have customers like, I was fucking this chick. I'm like, I don't really give a shit.
I know why you got those rolls of duct tape everywhere.
Whatever fucking kink you're into, dude, I don't give a shit. So.
What do you mean? What do you mean? We're always talking about eating ass on here, though, Seth. We always tell everybody that we eat ass, though.
Yeah, but that's between friends where we've.
Yeah, that's between us. We've agreed that that's okay for us to talk about.
Yeah. I haven't seen you in 6 months at a family reunion, and you're like, yeah, so I was blowing this dude. I'm like, that's cool, but like, I don't really give a shit. How's your mom doing?
Hey, right.
Seth, so let me ask you this, right. Seth. Is it you're exaggerating because it's not that open, right? Or is it that open?
My family, it's very open in my family. Nobody gives. Yeah. Everyone's a loud Italian on my mom's side of the family. Yeah. So everyone just says exactly what the fuck they're doing all the time. I mean, my mom would pee with the door open and have a conversation with me. I'm like, the fuck are you doing, Ma? She'd be, no, just come here. I have to talk to you. I'm like, you can't wait the 30 seconds till you're done?
My grandma was the same way. My grandma would be like, come here. And then we'd be walking down the hallway, and then she'd walk into the bathroom, pull her pants down, sit on the toilet. I'm like, what in the fuck what is going on?
I think that's a generational thing.
God damn it.
It's weird, man.
Yeah.
It is very sad that most trans people commit suicide. That is very sad.
Do they?
Yeah, they're a lot, dude. It's very prevalent, man. Very prevalent.
Probably a lot of depression and a lot of rejection.
I think there's. I honestly think that body and gender dysphoria. Dysmorphia is. I think that is undiagnosed mental condition. And I'm not saying they need to take a pill to be not, but there's something going, there's a chemical imbalance in the brain that's got them, they feel this one way on the inside and they look another way on the outside and they're all fucked up and they don't know how to deal with it and they end up offing themselves. It's fucking terrible, man.
To me,
however, I do not think that a fucking 5 or fucking 6-year-old should be taking fucking hormone blockers either.
Oh, no. You shouldn't be touching children in general.
Yeah.
Nothing should be done. But 2, I think a lot of people would be served well, and I think the world would be a better place if you looked at a 15, 16, 17-year-old kid, put yourself in their shoes, feeling the way that they feel. I think we'd all be a little bit nicer about it. We joke around and fuck around on here, you know what I mean? But like a kid already going through puberty and is like, I feel like I'm a girl, but I'm a guy, and I kind of want to kill myself because this, you know what I mean? Like, that's got to be fucking hard. You know what I mean? Like, it can't be.
It can't be easy.
And he's like, I mean, heaven forbid, maybe I have a kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I just don't want to see that happen to a kid where being a teenager is already fucking tough enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't have a fun time being a teenager.
I don't think, your brain's not really fully developed until you're like 23 or something like that. You know what I mean? I just feel like there's a certain age. You know what I mean? Like, like you should.
It
takes a while to figure out who you are as a person, and you never know when you're fucking 6. You might feel differently when you're 16.
Yeah.
or 26, 36. You know what I mean? Like, it changes. Man, like, I mean, dude, I didn't become a real adult till I turned 30. I was
That's
moron.
true. That's true.
Moron.
That's true.
I look at 29-year-old me and I'd punch that dude.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Fuck
Yeah.
that guy.
But I feel like as far as matters of the heart and fucking shit like that, I mean, if you see a dude, if you're a dude and you see another dude in fucking, you know, like his football pants and you get a fucking chubby, then you're probably gay.
No, true. I'm saying more of like these kids who are like hardcore being dickheads to other people that don't understand what they're going through. Turn 30 and then come back to me and see if you're still that way. Because you're probably like, man, I really didn't need to do that. Like, life's hard enough. Like, I can chill the fuck out a little
Andrew,
bit.
that may be a point. You said maybe messing with so many hormones is part of the issue. They pump so much of stuff into their bodies. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, testosterone is a hell of a drug. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, we don't let kids smoke
Hey,
cigarettes.
all us guys know you wake up with a fucking boner in the morning. It's like fucking it's so hard a cat can't scratch it. I was like, that's the best boner. Is just for all you women that are listening, and there's probably not very many, but the morning boner is the one you want. That's the boner that you want. That's the boner that you should all receive.
The inappropriate 9:30 boner while you're walking through Lowe's.
Yeah.
You swung in while you're wearing gym shorts.
Yeah.
or a sweatpants boner is not acceptable either.
I on occasion have to fucking, you know, Seth just made me laugh there, like the Lowe's boner. Like, there's been a couple of times in my life where I've had to put the boner, flap the old boner up on my stomach, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whoa, had to tuck them up into the old pants there, up in there, tighten the belt down on that son of a bitch.
Where the black guy was getting patted down.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, is that your
Squeezing
gun?
it.
He's like, it's my dick.
Yeah.
Is that a 12 gauge?
Yeah.
And the cop was just like, okay.
The look on that dude's face, because he was squeezing it, you know, he grabbing it. Yeah. And he's like, what is this? The dude's like, my dick. He's like, oh, okay. Yeah.
Don't stop now.
No, I don't know what that is. Keep saying.
You know, the better one is when that dude gets handcuffed and he's like, man, I really gotta pee, man, I gotta really pee. And they fucking like got him all cut and he starts pissing all over he pisses all over his own face. It's so fucking funny, man.
God.
Oh, so fucking funny, dude.
Oh, Jesus
Fucked up.
Christ.
Yep, this is the Squeegee Live podcast. We're glad that you came and listened. We're sponsored by WindowCleaner.com, American Window Cleaner Magazine, StartSmartBox.com, Maker Products, Black Diamond Squeegee Rubber. Man, we got all of them. We got a website you can buy t-shirts at, too. I'm going to be putting those new designs up probably before Christmas, somewhere around in there. I want to make sure, I got a few more I need Jennifer to pull off her computer, and I need to get put into PNG form, the Tanner, and there's a few other I want to get on there, and there'll be some new merch up there.
Nice.
And we're trying to figure out I don't know what to do about the next Patreon shirt might not be the barbecue team shirt because Mark's like, you can't change the logo. So, and being that Mark,
amazing how you sound exactly like me.
and Mark has no
must be practicing
artwork
that.
outside of a fucking T-shirt to send me. So
He makes Mark sound like an old Jewish woman.
Yeah.
that's because
I
Mark
noticed
sounds
that.
like an old Jewish woman.
Yeah. Thanks.
And what we need to do, I'm just gonna have Jennifer remake it, dude. I want it to have Hoggy style barbecue team with your logo, and then on the bottom, I want it to say "Too sauce to pork."
There you go.
I'll wear that shirt.
Sneak in a Squeegee Life
The
somewhere.
original one said what did it say? A whole new meaning to pulled pork, something like that. You know.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know, but soon those will come, and then I'm gonna do and then you guys will get all the Patreon members and Mark and Seth and maybe Tim. I mean, if Tim still likes us, I don't know what's up with Tim. You guys are gonna be getting your Christmas gift from me, so you guys will get a fall gift for Patreon, and then you're gonna get a Christmas gift too.
Nice.
Yeah, you're gonna get a shirt and something extra.
Very nice.
Or maybe even a coffee mug. I don't know. I'll let you guys decide, the Patreon members decide on what they want. Maybe a coffee mug and a window cleaning tool gift, or a T-shirt and a window cleaning tool gift. But you guys got to decide what you want. You know, because maybe T-shirts get old. Maybe guys get tired of T-shirts and sweatshirts. You know, I don't know.
No, everybody loves T-shirts and sweatshirts. Dude.
Maybe, I mean, one of these days, what we need to do is the three of us go in and buy like 250 Squeegee Life hats and just get it over with.
Yeah, be done with it.
Just be done with it. Just split them up and hand them out. I don't know if we're handing them out. We'll go in and purchase them and then sell them to these fucking mucks and give these.
Well, you can give them to Patreon.
We'll give them to Patreon members, but everyone else is buying them.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody else can suck a fat one.
Yeah. I love my Patreon members, even Jason Lehman, even though he's gay.
Yeah.
Closeted gay, Jason Lehman.
Got to roll a duct tape all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
He'd make a hell of a woman, though.
Yeah, he would, wouldn't he? He'd be a hell of a woman. Nice and warm.
A big hairy asshole.
Big hairy asshole.
His name would definitely be Susan.
Yeah, his name would definitely be Susan.
It looks like those Russian dolls that you stack together.
Yeah.
Russian stacking dolls.
Yeah, what we need to do is get a guest on here next week.
Yeah, Sean Webb is interested in coming on.
Well, we need a guest next week. We need to get us a guest for next week. I've been working on Todd Ford, man, but every time I bring it, he talks to me. We talk about the podcast, talk about boxing, and all that fucking shit. And as soon as I bring up the podcast, he does not even acknowledge that I've asked him about it.
It's the end of the conversation.
He listens to the podcast, but he will not. No, it's not the end of the conversation. It's not the end of the conversation. We just talk about something else.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
He just moves it.
Yeah, he just moves it to a totally. I love that fucking guy. If you guys don't know who Todd Ford is, you're fucking behind.
He's a good dude.
He's a fucking super good dude, man. Badass too. Super legit badass. Legit OG window cleaner badass. So, I'd like to get him on, but you know, I'd like to get a guest on next week, man. You need to make it happen. If not, I'll make it happen. Mark will wait till Tuesday. We're having this guy. Hey, we're doing the 1 chip challenge. Can you get a chip in 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Dude, Sean would be a decent interview.
Sean Webb? Oh, yeah, Sean's a good guy.
Yeah.
He's a vegan, though, which is really weird, but, you know, whatever.
It'd be cool to see his perspective on things, but yeah, I mean...
I think he's a good dude. I like him. I like Sean. We met Sean at the huge convention. He's a fucking awesome dude.
Yeah.
Awesome dude. Super awesome dude. He's like, hey, man, I'm from Ohio, too. I'm like, fuck yeah, bro. We're rad, aren't we? And then he moved to Florida like a straight dick.
I'm going to go eat a hot dog. I'll see you soon.
Man, Tyson Fury, that had to be the best boxing match I've seen in 25, 30 years. That's the best boxing... No, I can't say that. That's the best heavyweight boxing match I've seen in 20, 25 years. It's the best boxing match since fucking Award and fucking... what's his nuts? Fuck. Anybody that knows boxing knows who I'm talking about. Mickey Ward versus fucking... What's his fucking dick?
Mickey Ward versus...
It's on the tip of my fucking tongue.
Shit, man, I was young when that happened. It's a while ago.
Mickey Ward, you know the guy that the fighter was based off of. Mickey Ward
that
versus.
Might have been in the 90s.
Who was that?
It
was in the 2000s. You cunt.
Sure.
Huh?
That might have been late 90s. That might have been late 90s.
Dude, I'm telling you, it was in the 2000s. You cunt. I
right,
said it again. You fucking douchebag. Gaddy. Ward versus Gotti. Gaddy, actually. And it happened... Oh, it happened when? When did it happen?
2001? 2000?
I don't know. We'll find out right now.
I guess there's no statute of limitations on what you say, huh?
May 18th, 2002, you fucking douche.
Man, that's a long time. That's still almost... That's still fucking...
It's not the fucking... You said the early 90s, Seth.
No, I said the late 90s.
Shut up. Was it the 90s?
Was
it the 90s or 2000s?
It was the 2000s.
Okay, then I was fucking right.
Dude, I don't know. 18 to 14 is kind of a fucking blackout in my life anyways.
It was a super dope... I want Noah Peterson on the fucking podcast just like everyone else, but it never happens.
Yeah.
I feel like Well, I mean, in this that the fourth round when Fury got knocked down twice, that second time, people are like, "Oh man, the count was slow." Well, by boxing rules, when a fighter is knocked down, the other fucking fighter is supposed to go to the corner. If he don't go to the corner, the ref is obligated by rule to make him go to the fucking corner.
Yeah, which gives more time.
Which gives him more time. That's Tyson Fury. That's fucking numbnuts' fucking fault, not Tyson Fury's fault, not the ref's fault. That dude got his ass whooped 3 times. Let's talk about something else. You fucking momos, you mucks. Tyson Fury beat that dude's ass. He tries to go in there and hit him with that one punch, that one right hand every time. It ain't gonna work. Tyson Fury is a boxer. Period. Where's Mario at? How's Mario doing? Has anybody seen Mario?
I haven't seen him for a while.
Ever.
He's probably on his 12th suspension for the month.
I miss Mario.
That dude gets more suspension on Facebook than anyone I know.
I miss me some Mario. More than me? I mean, I think we're neck and neck.
Yeah, you guys are pretty close.
I can't avoid
still on suspension.
I can't avoid a fucking argument on Facebook. Can I pull up the KO? No, I cannot. Not unless I don't want to have this channel anymore. Maybe just a little bit longer and I'll pull it up. Yeah, it was a good fucking fight. I enjoyed it. I watched it on TikTok for free. Some dude streamed the entire fucking card on
TikTok. He didn't get shut off.
Nope.
Usually they'll shut them off.
And yes, the router trick did work. I don't know if it was the router trick or the new cell phone, because I got a new 13. But I've yet to hear back from Facebook, but I have all my accounts back. But I still have restrictions. 11 viewers, where's everyone at? Oh, I don't fuck. There's 13 on my screen. I don't know.
We started talking about transgenders.
I mean, we had like 25, 26 for like an hour or so. Usually the second hour people tend to start to bow out, you know what I mean? It's normal.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been doing this for 3 years, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And the guys that are here watching this are our Patreon guys for the most part, so you know what I mean? We're going to continue to do these until we're just done doing them. We don't really do this for the YouTube views anyways. No. We get 300-400 views on every podcast, and our main audience, the most amount of audience we got was audio downloads, and I just don't have the time to fucking upload them audio. It's just too much fucking bullshit for me to fucking deal with.
Yeah.
I need to teach Elena how to do it. I just don't even have the time to teach Elena how to fucking do it, you know?
Yep.
Just have her go on and upload them for me and make sure that every one of them put up, you know what I mean? That's what I need to do.
Well, it's hard to do too, like when you're in the middle of like your busy season.
Yeah,
too.
it's super difficult. And not only that, I lost a hard drive and lost like fucking 20 fucking, not maybe 10, 15 episodes I lost. So what I need to do is fucking download them off of YouTube, which is a fucking gigundous pain in the fucking ass as well. So, you know, I'll start uploading them. What I need to do is I'll sit down hopefully this weekend and teach Elena how to do it. Like, go here, click this, put it into this. See, I have to pull it off of here, then put it into fucking iMovie, strip it down to audio, then fucking upload, save that, then go to the fucking Podbean and upload that there, and fucking, then from there I gotta get it on fucking iTunes and Spotify, and it's just a fucking pain in the cock.
If you use something other than Skype, would it
no.
Be able to rip the audio? No?
No. If I just allow Podbean to put them up, the only way they'll put them up audio without me doing anything is on YouTube.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I have to manually upload it to iTunes. You know what I mean? And, you know, I have to manually upload that shit. That's the deal.
Yeah.
I have to go in there and refresh the fucking feed. It's just a fucking pain in the whole dick. You know what I mean? You know, the whole Patty Colwall thing, I'm cool with that, Jason, but I've asked her 1,000 times. I'm not the type to chase somebody down. You know? I've only chased a couple of guests for this show. One of them was Diego.
Yep.
And I can't remember who the other one was, but Eddie. Eddie and Diego are the only people I've ever like went above and beyond to try to get them on the show.
Pursued, yeah.
Yeah. But after I've asked a couple of times, and well, the audio versions of the podcast, there's like 200, almost 200 of them already up on iTunes. It's on iTunes, Spotify, Podbean, fucking where else? Google Play. It's everywhere for free. It's just from episode 180 something on are not up. They're just not up because it's just too. I'm just too fucking. This 2021 has been a crazy fucking busy year for me, man. Super busy. So busier than normal, to be quite honest. Residential wise, it's just been a lot, man. So it's just a lot for me to do. I have to invoice everything, and I gotta fucking, there's just a lot to do. You know what I mean? It's just a lot for me to do. So Elena graduated this year. Her fucking graduation party. There's just a bunch of the bathroom remodel.
Nice.
You know what I mean? I've just been doing a lot around the house. It's just a lot, So, and, the guys that watch the show religiously, that are Patreon members, they always tune in and watch it on YouTube. You know what I mean? So, I don't even know how many subscribers we have on the... I couldn't even tell you when the last time I uploaded a regular YouTube video was. I just stopped trying to get people to listen to the podcast live. If they watch, they watch. If they don't, they don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, 3 years in, you know what I mean? Like,
it is what it is.
The show, you don't,
Yep.
And we have,
we do this. Yeah, we do this for you guys. The guys that are in here watching every week, we do it for you guys. Either if you're commenting or you're not commenting. You know what I mean? There's fucking 30, 35, 40 fucking people watching. We don't get 35, 45 people fucking commenting. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, yeah.
It's usually the same 10.
Yeah, it's usually same 10, 15 guys that comment every fucking show. You know what I mean? And that's who we do it for. That's who we pander to. I don't go out of my way to get YouTube views. It just doesn't matter to me. You know what I mean? Like that fucking pressure washing guy. Like, nobody watches that shit. Well, the same people have been watching, the same 30 people been watching this motherfucker for 3 years. That's all that matters to us.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, exactly. And
enough people watch to sell 10,000 fucking Squeegee Life towels. I can tell you that, you cunt.
Yep.
I'll tell you the same thing, though. Like, when we went to the convention, a lot more than 30 people knew who the fuck we were. Like, knew who the fucking show was. You know what I'm saying? Those 300 downloads are from fucking somebody. You know what I mean?
Well, and the guys know because I showed them. We surpassed 100,000 downloads fucking a while ago. I showed everybody the play button we got for iTunes and fucking Podbean. I mean, we got a shitload of audio downloads. You know what I mean? It just doesn't do very well, on YouTube, but, not everybody likes to fuck with YouTube, so. I mean, did I ever think in a million fucking years that the Wizard of Wood would be watching our podcast? Fuck no. But he does. Oh, man. You know what I mean? So,
we've had invites to the IWCA multiple times. You know what I mean? Like, if we weren't doing something at least beneficial for the community,
I mean,
we getting the love that we're getting.
I get inundated with new mall grand openings, ribbon cutting,
all the time.
Chambers of Commerce,
big time, bro. I'm selling so many Squeegee Life shirts that I'm getting ready to sell my business. I don't even need it anymore.
To be honest, I watched a Steve-O video this morning on Diamond Magic, and he shouted you out, Mark. He was like, hey, he's like, I just want to say, like, I only know how to handle hard water stains this much. He's like, the master of it is Mark Tanner. He's like, don't go hitting him up, but he's at it. And
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
We do enough in the community. People know who we are. People know us well enough to hate us. You know what I mean? And people know us well enough to love us. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So, I don't...
Well, if we weren't doing something right, we wouldn't be sitting here at 211 episodes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, honestly, when I showed up as a guest on one of the first podcasts, if you told me I'd be here a couple of years later still having fun and doing this, I would have been like, Really?
And I don't know if people realize this or not, but when we first started doing these 3 years ago, we'd maybe get 3-4 people watching every week.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So some nights we do fucking 30 fucking viewers the whole fucking podcast. Some nights we do 15 or 20. You know, it does, you know what I mean? Yeah. It is what it is. I don't give a fuck about it. People get on here, they thumbs down, they thumbs up. It's channel interaction. You watching and giving me a thumbs down is a view. So there goes that. You know what I mean?
And there's still that core group of people that shows up every Wednesday night.
Jason,
where you guys at?
Jason Lehman, fucking Henry Dreesch used to until fucking Seth just fucking shit on him right there. Fucking Cameron Kidd, fucking, you know, the crew. You know what I mean? The guys. You know, but most people usually watch it the next day. Like Chris Lambernides watches every episode, but he usually watches it the next day. You know, so occasionally he'll pop in and say what's up. You know what I mean? But Alex watches the show. You know what I mean? Fucking, you know, a lot of people watch the show and listen. They just don't admit to it.
Well, generally, I think the ones that shit on the show that say no one watches and all that
are watching the show.
Frustrated because no one's watching what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, there's a lot of grifters out there, man, and we just don't do that.
Right.
Nobody hears. I mean, we sell some shit.
And there were probably, you know what? No, you're not part of the crew, John.
Yeah, not until Saco's Tacos.
Until Saco Tacos comes up. That's it, bro. You know, and another reason why there's probably only 15 people watching or 20 people watching tonight is because Tim's not on here sharing it to every fucking group known to man. Yeah. Tim's really good for that. He shares it everywhere, and I only shared a few spots, so I don't spend a lot of time doing that. Tim usually takes like the first 10 minutes of every show and shares it to every pressure washing group, solar panel cleaning group, every window cleaning group. I just don't take the time to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. No Tim 2 weeks in a row.
No Tim 2 weeks in a row. So apparently Tim got on the cover of the magazine and was like, fuck these guys, I'm done.
I'm famous. I'm
out. He's probably booking fucking talent for his own podcast right now. The Outlaw Window Cleaner Hour. Knowing Tim, he's like, fuck you guys, I'm out. I'm going to do an all Bon Jovi all the time podcast. Yeah, something's got to be going on with him. I'm not sure what it is.
Well, I hope he's okay.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't speak. So
I hope everything is okay at home.
And every time I message him, it takes him 3 days to fucking answer it on Facebook. So I don't even bother anymore. So
yeah,
it is what it is. I'm thinking, what, February is the fucking IWCA?
Yeah, I believe so.
Thinking about doing that.
I think you should.
Yeah, we should, man. Get the fuck out of the cold weather for at least a couple days. You know?
I'd love to get Josh Shoff on, but man, that's like fucking herding cats. That fucking guy.
Well, he's got like nine different businesses. Employees.
Yeah. That dude's fucking Shoff is all over the fucking place. Maybe the best time to get Shoff is when it's cold out and things are like a little bit slower for him. So,
yeah, that guy's got like a gear that I don't know what that gear is.
Yeah,
but I don't have. You know what I mean? Like that.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with not having it.
No, same here. But I'm like, I find it. You know what I mean?
It's
like
inspiring at times. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see something in someone else, and you're like, I wish I could do
that. I wish I gave a shit enough for that. You know?
Yeah.
Dude,
well, that's what happens when you deal with this for over 10 years. You start to get somewhat numb to it, and you just like, you know, I wish I gave a shit as much as I used to. You know what I'm saying? I just don't.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I just think he's like has that gear naturally. You know what I mean? Like he's just he's that kind of guy.
That somebody watches the show that makes videos, watches your show out of respect. I won't say. But a lot of people watch your... Oh, I know a lot of people watch shows. I mean, fuck, Steve-O watches the show. Luke watches the show. I mean, you know, a lot of people watch the show. You know, so... I'm not going to the PWMCA.
Nah, that's a waste of time. Nah, I'm not doing that. Fuck that. I'll go to whatever you guys go to. And that's
too much drama. And now the solar guys are all full of drama.
Yeah.
You know
Oh
what I'm saying?
yeah, I
It's like,
noticed that too.
that
Jeez,
solar panel shit is fucking
what's
crazy,
happened?
man.
What's happened to the solar
I
panel?
don't know, man.
I mean this in the strictly most 90s way ever. Solar panel cleaning is the gayest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, Perry. Hey,
It's the fucking gayest.
Perry Tate, and Ron. I know Perry Tate. Perry Tate has never missed one of these podcasts. He watches every one of these, every fucking one from front to back. Perry Tate watches. Believe that. Believe that. Believe that. He's on here looking for fucking ideas for his next fucking monies.
Yep.
Fucking piece of shit. Hey, Perry Tate, go fuck yourself, you fucking 17-foot tall bitch. Hey, Ron, go eat a cheeseburger, you fat fuck.
Perry Tate looks like Wolverine on methamphetamine.
Yeah.
That dude looks like.
I used to really like Ron Musgraves, and then he fucking went and did that. Fucking Perry Tate's the fucking. This is the guy you listen to about Windows. No, he's not.
Yeah, so like I said, two non-window cleaners discussing window cleaning.
Two non-window
He
cleaners.
tried to chase an audience, and it was a bad call on his part.
Yeah.
He fucked up.
Yeah, he fucked up and shit on us, and you shouldn't have. Because Perry Tate's a fucking piece of
he's
shit.
the John Gruden of podcasts,
Yeah,
man.
dude, I'm just, dude, and neither one of those dudes know a fucking thing about Windows, including Ron.
No,
Ron, I mean, go back and watch the Ron podcast where he tries to talk about window cleaning. It's laughable.
Yeah.
Who the fuck you talking to, my guy? I'm seriously, I was a Ron fan. And then that Perry shit, when I seen him on that podcast and the shit that he was saying, I was just like, And then he's like, man, you guys gonna get over that? No, I'm never gonna get over it, because that guy is not a window cleaner. He's never cleaned a window for fucking food in his life. That dude has never fucking cleaned windows to pay the bills in his fucking life.
Is that he put him at high esteem and high regard.
Yeah.
So I don't have to prove nothing to anybody.
No.
None of the three of us do. Our track record of supporting our family
is all I need to say about it.
Yeah. And you know what?
I just bought $1 billion house. I mean,
Yeah.
Exactly. If any of the three of us
Loaded, hashtag loaded.
Right? If any of us give a suggestion for a piece of equipment that we want, that should be held to a higher regard than someone who's just pushing bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the whole fucking solar panel thing. Now all of a sudden these guys are like, yeah, I clean solar panels, so I could definitely do windows. Well, last time I saw, and I got 36 on my roof. I'm not looking out of them, so if I leave a spot or a drip or a run or a piece of bird shit, no one's fucking noticing it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they turn it into something it's not.
Yeah.
You know, and they don't understand. Like, I see the posts.
I'm not shitting on it. I mean, it's definitely, you can make money doing it, but I mean, let's be honest, it's not the most technical of things to do.
Yeah, exactly right. You could make money doing anything, okay? But here's the deal. They're starting to refer back to the same thing in the pressure washing group of the $99 guy, okay? Now, I can tell you this. I put solar panels on my roof, and it replaces 80 to 90% of my electric bill, right? So I pay $10 a month because I'm still hooked to the grid. Okay, I overcharge during the day because I have an inverter system. I don't have batteries. I like 75% produce more than I use, and then at night I'm on the grid, and then it balances out because I've sold power back to the company.
Right.
So, and we did that because when electrical bills go up, my bill won't go up for my solar panels, okay? So, but that said, people are like, oh, I asked this guy for, $2,500 to do his panels. He's looking like he was crazy. Well, someone like me that buys panels because I want to save $300 a month on my electric bill, you think I'm going to give someone $2,100 to clean them?
You're right.
What did I accomplish by losing my electric bill and then give it to some guy to clean? You know what I'm saying? Because that's like 2 years. That's like 8 months worth of electric bills.
Do you need pure water to fucking clean solar panels?
I don't think you do. I think
Seth
look,
said nope. Really matter of factly, Seth said nope.
No, you don't.
Okay,
dude, I'm going to tell you.
Here's why: water spots are not going to deflect.
No, they're not.
They're not.
But at the same time, you want the water to flow off the panels. I clean mine with pure water, but I don't make a giant. I don't need rotating brushes that plug in that are $700.
Mark, if you're a homeowner, right?
Those motherfuckers are like $3,000.
And you don't have the equipment you have. You're taking a brush and a hose
and rinsing it.
Because dirt's really the only it's the biggest part of why you're losing solar. Not water spots. That's not reflecting enough to lose anything.
Well, not only that, I don't know about all solar panels, so I'm going to go out on a limb. I can tell you this about my solar panels are completely hydrophilic, meaning they sheet off. There's no droplets on them at all. It literally is a wet piece of glass at that point.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that stains are probably not an issue. And like you said, a stain is relatively transparent. I don't think you're going to. I have a app on my phone. I could show you what I'm producing.
You don't mean stain. You mean spots.
Spots. Yeah.
Water spots are not.
You don't need a module. No, we don't need no fucking modules, guy.
Well, you should do a test, my dude. Like, let it go a couple months, clean it with pure water, see what you get. Go a couple months and clean it off with a hose and see what you get.
Well, I can tell you this:
you're gonna lose solar panel cleaning friends as friends.
Dude,
well,
I had this
because if you clean solar panels, you're gay.
I had the salesman sitting at my table. The salesman sitting at my table, who doesn't know what I do for a living, and I said, "Let me ask you a question. What about maintenance?" He says, "What kind of maintenance?" I go, "Well, I assume they need to be cleaned." And he goes, "Oh, the weather takes care of that. The rain does." And I'm like, "Okay, well, you're talking to a guy that has a pure water system and cleans windows for a living. Well, yeah, you could clean them if you want all of a sudden. But I can tell you this. Solar panels get dirty gradually, okay? And I let mine go 5 or 6 months before I initially cleaned them. And there was a big difference. Not so much on the power. It did increase the output, maybe 5 to 7% after 6 months, okay? But I mean, I have neighbors now that have solar panels. I'm not even going to bang on the door. You do you, I'll do me. I don't want to clean your panels. Yeah. I clean my panels about every 6 weeks. I'll come home with enough water. I do not use a brush. I scrub them up, and I stand on the peak of the roof, and I squirt them with my skid mark and rinse them off, and it's a done deal.
I've never been asked to fucking clean solar panels. Never once.
Yeah. Yeah,
I've done it, but I've never been the one who initiated it. Like, hey, can you clean that? I'm like, well, yeah, no, I can, but
I don't want to be gay.
No, dude, the gayest thing ever is being like, all I clean is solar panels. I'm like, cool. You're a janitor. Get out of my face. That's dumbest. If you get upset about cleaning solar panels, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know where your head's at, but dude, you clean solar panels, man. Right. Fucking relax, my guy. Get the fuck out, dude.
It's just the same way with guys that spray bleach on shit and guys that clean windows. Just relax, man. Just relax, guys. Everyone just chill.
The only reason we clean windows is because people look out of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly right. No, you're right.
That's the only reason we do what we do.
Yeah.
Oh, dirty, I can see it.
Yeah, right.
Solar panel cleaning.
I can tell you this, and I live in the Sunshine State. It would be hard pressed to make a living cleaning them here.
This is gonna we're gonna get fucking the most hate because of this.
You live in 4 states where it's even necessary to clean it off because you live in the desert.
Yeah, with the dust.
And
no one cares.
I give 0 shits about that. That's the dumbest I've ever heard of. I can't even pretend to care. I'm just like, no.
I'm just like, no.
It's a dumb job, dude. Get out of here.
Well, everybody.
Yeah, but see, let me just back this up for one more minute. I think that part of the issue is also people that manufacture stuff in our industry wanting to sell to a whole nother market. So it's just like, if you told me you wanted to be a window cleaner, I'd say, okay.
Sim Solar.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a oak. This thing is white ash. You put 11,000 jets in here.
But here's the thing. They make it something it's not. If someone says to me, I'm going to clean your solar panels every other month because you have 36 panels and they're $5 a piece, right? For $200, I'm going to say, well, I'm saving $250 in electricity, but now I'm going to give you $200. It's just counterproductive to me personally.
Oh, dude, it's
I could see maybe a once a year cleaning or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's not a viable business, but to just, where I'm at, I don't see how it's, this is not going to work
dog shit. Necessary, but not really.
Right.
No, the dog shit thing, it's lower on the totem pole. That whole fucking poop thing, oh no.
I would say it's much, picking up dog turds is more viable than cleaning solar panels.
Well, yeah. You don't step on solar panels.
Hey, you ever stepped in dog shit barefoot? Okay. Have you ever stepped on a solar panel barefoot? Weigh them out. You know what I mean? Weigh them out. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not saying, I just, to do only that where I'm at, I don't see it being viable. You know what I mean? But, that's just where I live. You know what I mean? There's other places, like Seth said, where it's probably a very viable industry. You know what I mean? But
it probably is, but we don't have enough here. I mean, right. I see them. They're becoming more popular because when I got mine, there was $18,000 tax credit. Ooh. Okay, so that helps buy them. Okay, but, and again, I couldn't make a living cleaning solar panels because, like I said, when you start to add the cost of the maintenance, that directly contradicts what you're trying to achieve by saving money.
Right. And we're going to put a pin in it right there. Like to thank our fucking sponsors, windowcleaner.com, Maker Products over at maker.com, John Sacco over there at startsmartbox.com, American Window Cleaner Magazine, Black Diamond Squeegee Rubber,
Maker Products.
I already said Maker Products. And of course,
we won't say nothing about them next week. Then.
Of course. I said it 3 times now, shitface. And of course, our Patreon members, we really appreciate you guys. I know I really appreciate you guys. You guys make it so I don't have to fucking pay for this anymore, and that's really nice. So if you want to become a Patreon member, go to www.patreon.com/SqueegeeLife. Become a Patreon member and all that good shit. And maybe next week we'll have us a guest. I'll work on us a guest for next week since Mark is not where the fuck and neither is Seth. And,
I'll make a few.
I don't have social media anymore.
I don't have a social media.
I don't have social media, dude.
I don't even have it anymore, guys.
I mean,
you're not even tempted, Seth? You're not even tempted?
No, absolutely. No. I'm super happy to not do it anymore.
Really?
He's a fucking liar.
I proved my
not do that. I have TikTok.
I think it didn't work. I don't know.
My TikTok sucks.
That is the smoothest pole I've ever felt going in and out.
Pretty well. I have a lot of things that make me laugh on a regular basis.